also get to connect with you guys on the socials and have what has been the most amazing run of conversations this week. And we're going to get really heartfelt, I think, with this one. So if you head over to any of our social media platforms right now, you can share the love. We are focusing on Father's Day. And with Father's Day just around the corner, we want you to share something special about your dad. Share with us a time maybe that your dad stepped into his superhero shoes and came to the rescue. Maybe there was a moment where everyone else just fell down. It looked like the situation wasn't salvageable, and then Dad did what he does best and saved the day. Or maybe it was just a small moment. Maybe it was a couple of moments stacking up, like seeing Dad at the back of my netball training session. Every time I looked up, there he was supporting me. Whatever your pops or that father figure in your life, because I know in South Africa we run different, that father figure that has made all the difference in your life. Let us know how that's manifested. 063 036 9649. You can cry. This is a safe place. We want to share the love with our dads this morning. But of course, we've got to get into those official duties. Let's get into those news and sporting headlines, and then the tears can start falling.
Yeah, just keep those tears at bay for now. The heroes and all the inspiration will be coming your way in just a bit. But for now, though, let's start off with national headlines. Now, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mapuyane confirmed the flood death toll now stands at 50. And it's including learners and staff from a scholar transport vehicle swept off a low-lying bridge. Now, 4 bodies have been identified, with 4 learners still missing. And rescue and recovery teams are working around OR Tambo district while displaced residents await assessment of damaged infrastructure. Now, the Premier has paused all government programs to focus on disaster relief in collaboration with district municipalities. Now, authorities are evaluating service delivery needs as mop-up operations continue in affected communities. Well, next up, police in Cape Town have confiscated 18 million rands worth of cocaine and several firearms from a Roland Street storage unit after following a tip-off. Now, officers discovered 15 bricks, about 15 kilograms of cocaine with an estimated street value of 18 million rand, alongside an AK-47 rifle, an Uzi, 5 9mm pistols and ammunition. Now, a 40-year-old man was arrested and will appear in Cape Town's Magistrates Court charged with illegal possession of firearms, ammunition and drug dealing. Well, we now move to international headlines, and U.S. troops deployed to Los Angeles have been granted authority to detain individuals temporarily until law enforcement can take over. And this is according to their commanding officer. Now, the move comes amid protests against President Trump's immigration raids, which have spread across U.S. cities. Now, California Governor Newsom sued over the deployment, and the 700 Marines and 4,000 National Guard troops will soon move into the city to protect federal personnel, property and ICE agents during raids, though they lack arrest powers. Now, nearly 200 protesters were detained yesterday in LA alone. Now, next up, the Zambian government has begun repatriating the remains of former President Edgar Lungu, who died last week in a South African hospital. Now, officials are holding consultations with his family and stakeholders to ensure a dignified return. Now, Zambia has declared 7 days of national mourning for the 6th president, who served from 2015 to 2021. Now, the Patriotic Front has called for a respectful farewell, praising Lungu's contributions to infrastructure, health and regional diplomacy. Now, plans are being finalized for state ceremonies upon his arrival. Now, lastly, something to definitely sing about. It turns out the oldies really are the goodies, and classic anthems outshone new chart toppers in a sing-along showdown, with Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline crowned Britain's favorite tune to belt out by far. Now, ABBA dazzled with Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia, while Angels by Robbie Williams and Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer rounded off the top 5. Now, 8 in 10 say singing lifts their mood, and 37% are so confident in their vocals they believe stardom could have been theirs with the right training. Now, their favorite performance spots, well, it's the shower, the kitchen and the car. So whether it's a solo ballad or a pub chorus, Brits clearly love a feel-good banger with a vintage beat. Well, that was definitely sweet indeed, Caroline, but let's carry on with the rest of the headlines, and hopefully it's a sweet one when it comes to all things sport with the G-Man.
Oh, I hate to say it, but someone's singing in the shower this morning. Kagiso Rabada, 5 for 51 in one day yesterday. And Marco Janssen weighing in as well, 3 for 49 there, as they skittled Australia out for 212, justifying the Proteas' decision to bowl first in their World Test Championship final, playing out at the famed Lords. And of course, it kick-started yesterday morning. However, Mitchell Starc hit back immediately, 2 for 10, and then reducing the Proteas to 43 for 4 by stump. So a lot of work to be done. Temba Bavuma at the crease, 3 not out, and then David Bedingham, 8 not out. I believe he can carry his form from the IPL into this space. And, oh man, momentum finally poised for a brilliant showdown. And that match again resuming at about 11:30 SA time. While we stay with cricket, and the Proteas women sadly fell to a 4-wicket defeat via the DLS method in a rain-affected first ODI up against the West Indies ladies at the 3Ws Oval in Barbados. So after posting a modest 232 for 9 in their 50, rain shortened the host chase to 180 in 34 overs. And openers Quiana Joseph with 60 and then Hayley Matthews with 40 setting the platform before Stephanie Taylor's unbeaten 30 guided the Windies home with 12 balls to spare. Now let's get into footballing news, and certainly fresh news during the transfer window. Jack Grealish has been left out of Manchester City's 27-man squad for their Club World Cup appearance, casting doubt over his future at the club. So despite space for 35 players, the England international and Kyle Walker were omitted. So Grealish, who was City's £100 million record signing, started just 7 league games last season and certainly faces an uncertain exit. But I think a couple of clubs, certainly one in North London, may be putting their hand up for him right now. Now let's turn to golf. And world number 1 Scotty Scheffler enters the US Open as the clear favourite when play begins later today at the Oakmont Country Club. The notoriously difficult course, just take a look at that, promises to test the 156-man field, with Scheffler joined by defending champion Bryson DeChambeau and then Masters winner, and I think a crowd favourite of note at the moment, Rory McIlroy, the top contenders for this year's 3rd major title. But the state is set and we love it. That's where we leave our sport for this hour. There has been some crazy weather across the country. Let's see if there are any warnings that we need to take heed of.
Oh, beautiful Mzansi. It is so good to be with you. Thank you for waking up with us. This is always our favorite part of the day, getting to come and give you a feel-good breakfast show that you deserve so that you go into the day just feeling absolutely your best. So trust me when I tell you, it's going to be a good time together. I already know that the Cape Town family has given you the lowdown, but there's so many beautiful things on the way. But we always want to make sure that you are ready for your day in terms of what exactly is going on. So let's jump on into your weather. In terms of the South African Weather Service, they've given no new warnings for now, but recent storms continue to affect the Eastern Cape and KZN. Strong winds and snowfall damaged 80 households in KZN and 68 schools across 9 districts. Eskom reports progress in restoring electricity to Eastern Cape areas hardest hit by outages and urges customers to treat devices as live during repairs. KZN faces more rain today, though, with the rest of the country expected to see cold mornings and fog, but generally fine weather all around. Repair and cleanup efforts remain in full swing, and hopefully everything will be restored in no time. Right about now, though, we need to jump on into that beautiful sunrise view where we ask you, please, take a picture of what's happening outside and let us show the rest of the country what it is you're waking up to. And Ian from KZN, it is Durban. 21 degrees Celsius is what you can expect today, Ian. But thank you for showing us what your outside looks like. This picture is absolutely stunning. I feel like, it's leaving a little bit more to the imagination. It looks like that one cloud is just covering that beautiful color on the other side, but it really just illuminates so beautifully in the sky, and we love it. It is your duty now, Mzansi, to be like Ian and send us yours as well, and it's so easy. Just do so on the WhatsApp line. It is 063 036 9649. And like I say, I want to see what you're waking up to, okay? Right about now, though, let's jump on into your temperatures. Here's what it's looking like, rather.
outside, just stay inside because, first of all, we've got an amazing performance coming your way. Cowboii has got some new music and we will plug you into that.
Yeah, and of course, if you don't know who this is, Nuri is in town. She's got a whole red carpet look and clearly there's something going on here. What are you doing here? What juice and what gesels are you bringing? Because I know you got the good stuff.
Well, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about it more later. I'm not going to tell you now. We'll keep the juice for later.
Okay, well, I know it's got something to do with big awards. B-E-T. Those are the 3 letters I'm going to give you. You can fill in the rest, but Mzansi, don't go anywhere. Clearly, there's a lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Don't go anywhere.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Time to find out who's been cancelled. Yes, we had a great opportunity at the 2025 BET Awards, an incredible celebration. 25 years of black excellence with some show-stopping performances, some powerful tributes. In fact, some incredible moments, unforgettable, in fact. And joining us to unpack the highlights is content creator Nuri Gallo, known for her own bold take on comedy, on fashion, on lifestyle, and everything. And yes, she has promised she's got a little package of spice in her pocket right there. She's going to share her very fresh perspective on some of the night's biggest moments, or at least what our team has picked out. So thank you so much. Really, we love award season, but when there's a little bit of something underneath it, we dig it. Now, after winning Best Female Hip Hop Artist, and I think a lot of people knew she would, she used her moment to speak out in support of the Los Angeles protests. I'm, of course, speaking about Doechii. She also made waves on the red carpet, rocking a very bold outfit, as you can see, but that smile just says it all. That confidence confidence. I love stacked with accessories, proving once again that her style is as fearless as her music. And I'm proclaiming this because I do dig her vibe. And if ever you're going to make a statement, do it there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Vibe check for you, Nri?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's amazing. I love Doechii. Amazing. She's done so well for herself.
She's really cool, and I think what's more important is the fact that, again, using the platform for something bigger.
Absolutely.
Not just being someone accepting the award and celebrating it, but using it for something poignant. And the conversation in LA right now is big.
It has to be
it's
that. Surely
pertinent.
that.
Absolutely.
How
Yeah.
do you, while you're in LA, go onto a stage with this happening probably
not
a few
address it?
kilometers away from you, or miles, sorry, in America?
Yeah.
But now, must this become a thing that every artist who steps onto stage must get on their soapbox and say something?
I mean, I feel if that's their perspective, definitely yes. If you've got that audience to share,
It's your moment, yeah.
perspective, absolutely, yeah.
But it's not a prerequisite, surely not.
No.
Surely not, no. It can't be the norm, but I'm grateful for the fact that some of our people that we look up to are actually giving us the things that we need and actually allowing us to not just get caught up in the smoke and mirrors,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
but see what's really going on in the world. So actually, kudos to that.
Critical
moment.
thinking, critical thinking. We
Yes.
need more of it. I absolutely love it. Now, this is a name I still remember, and I got to introduce my son to his music, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
The Carter Medley. Okay, now the rap legend, and he is a legend. I don't care whatever the new schools say. He delivered a very high energy performance at the 2025 BETs, bringing this, the Carter series, a full circle, in fact, with a medley of hits, and the fans were there for it. Kicked off his set with Welcome to the Carter, then backed by a gospel choir, and then in red Young Money robes, of course, setting a dramatic tone as he would have to. The energy escalated as he transitioned into his 2008 smash hit, A Milli. And then, you know, people be dancing whether they want to or not, igniting the crowd with his signature flow.
I can
You've got to
still
pay
hear it
homage.
in the clubs.
Same.
A milli, a milli, a milli, a milli, a milli.
The problem is, I kind of still feel like he just arrived, like he's like the
Yeah.
new kid on the block,
Yeah.
and he's been the
But
guy.
the thing is, like, listen, I mean, back in the day, he was one of the top G rappers, right? I don't know if you ever used to go to, like, varsity or school or anything listening to these songs.
Lil Wayne was it.
Yeah,
He still is it.
and
I
it
think.
is it. And I saw online, I don't know if you maybe caught it, but he had a big like launch of this moment, and everybody was giving him beef about it being so similar to what Jay-Z did in the past as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's not a fact that he's copying him; it's just a fact that
formula,
he's,
man.
It's a formula, and he's being himself, and he's been around for so long. It's crazy to think that he's still going. I thought he would have passed on from all that syrup by now.
I was going to say, how many times do you think those songs have been downloaded?
Millions.
Because we live in an era where you can stream, man.
A milli,
Time
a
means
milli, a
nothing.
milli.
A milli. Probably a Billy by now. Well, we know Mariah Carey. We absolutely love her. Club Ready Set, having received the Ultimate Icon Award for her first ever BET Award. That's how you open your account. Brilliant. Mariah Carey delivered a captivating performance, debuting her brand new single, Type Dangerous, alongside Rakim and Anderson Park. She still got it.
Still got it.
She
Yo.
is an icon for sure.
You were speaking about it earlier when we mentioned like some of the Brits, how they were singing, how they're doing karaoke. You ever found yourself trying to hit Mariah's notes?
course.
That top like...
Of course. Of course. Still
Before
to
my-
this day,
Yeah.
secretly.
I think that's what she's about. She's the person that almost makes you believe when you hear a voice that you can do anything.
Literally,
That's the
yeah.
power of Mariah Carey, right?
Yeah, she is absolutely an icon. She deserves that award 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
But what do you think she would value more right now? An Icon Award or a Best of this year kind of award?
Oh, I
Good
think,
question.
I don't know.
I'm being
I wish
very
I could
cheeky.
ask her.
I'm being very, very cheeky. No, she
Everyone
can get her
wants to be an
Icon
icon,
Award, she
man.
can get her flowers, she can get absolutely everything. And of course, she stunned in a gold sequenced mini dress because she can still rock it. And that was for her performance, and then later changed into a floor-length white corset gown with sparkling sequins and diamond accessories. Class, class, class.
How old is this woman even? Do you have any idea?
Over 50 now.
Wow.
She doesn't look like it.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at
Anunnaki
all.
goals there, my friend. Anunnaki goals. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for putting yourself through that. No, I love the fact that we were celebrating and taking our moment in the sun to do something truly special. And you can, of course, weigh in. If there were looks that you loved, someone making that statement, let us know on the socials so we can explore a little further.
Thank you, my beautiful Cape Town family. And Zanzi, I promise you, you are about to be blown away. Why? Well, we have one of Amapiano's biggest acts sitting with us right here in studio in Johannesburg, right here at Design Quarter at the Samsung showroom. Listen, this guy, Sibusiso Mokone, also known as Cowboy, is somebody that is Davidton's finest. And when I talk about people who have talent that reaches all parts of this, not just country, but the world, the globe, I'm talking about him because he's worked with Tyler, he's worked with Uncle Waffles, he's worked with so many incredible talents, but he himself is a genius. And this is why they all had to be like, yeah, we're working with Cowboy now. And he has got his new album out, debut, and it's called This Ain't a I'm Mhlekazi series. I love the name, but I love him even more. And everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It is Cowboy. Cowboy, all righty. I'm good, thank you.
Thank you, man.
But I'm so proud of you. You're only 22 and taking over the world.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Was this always the plan?
Yeah.
I love
Actually,
that.
that was the plan, yeah.
Yeah, but let's go back to the beginning because I feel like you're someone who has just been doing so incredibly well.
Yeah.
And of course, we got to see you a little bit more when you did Umkuku
Yeah.
with Ukemet.
Yeah.
But now it's all about you and this name that everyone's getting to know, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Where did it come from and what does it mean?
Cowboy comes from, fast forward, primary school.
Mm-hmm.
I think in my second primary school, because I went to 2 primary schools. Actually.
Okay.
I moved from the first one to the second one. So when I got to the second one,
Yeah.
you know, Wofiki Kolweni, I'm supposed to nickname.
Yes.
Can be.
You can't just be Sibusisi.
Can be Sibusisi.
Yeah.
So it happened that we were acting one time in this PE class. They call it PE, physical education.
Yeah.
We're acting there. So I was acting as a talking cow. I understand.
A talking cow.
Yeah, I was talking, like, you know those stories, man. I don't remember what they called them, but yeah, I was
Perfect.
talking
Yeah.
as a cow. Then my English teacher just decided, man, because she didn't know my name at the time.
Yes.
So she was like, "What's your name?" I told her I'm Masbusi, so I said, "No, man, we'll call you Cowboy."
I'll call you Cowboy. That is such a funny story.
Yeah, I was like, they'll call
and
me
you were like,
Cowboy.
oh, I'll ride with that.
Yeah, because when I got into the music scene, I was like, I can't change the name now. I should
It's
just-
too late.
let me continue with Cowboy. I'll just change the Y into the double I in the end.
I love that.
just to make it unique. Yeah.
And it's wavy, honey. We
Thank
dig
you,
it.
man.
Exactly. But Cowboy, talk to me because you're someone who started out actually like, being in the church choir
Yeah.
and doing all of these different things, even just at school, like
Yeah.
you're saying, acting and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about the steps that you took to not just be in the church choir, but now also be the international superstar that you are.
I think the step that I took, it's the best step that I took for my life or for my career is to record.
Okay.
Yeah, just to go into studio.
Hectic.
Yeah, because I was always the singer at church. I was always the singer at school, but I just couldn't see where it's going.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just see who's record. I mean, who's record. So yeah, luckily,
Are we doing part 2 or coming up?
Hey,
Coming
the
up.
anticipation is real,
Love it.
bro. It's coming up and everything is ready for you, Mzansi. Even G-Man is like, whoa, I'm not ready for this
My head's
magic.
at the BET parties, my head's at the parties. Yeah, there's just parties happening all over the place, and I like it. It's okay. We'll keep that for our Thursday morning. We'll call it a plain Vrydag, if you will. Norie's not going anywhere. We've got more highlights, so maybe a low light or two to dip into from the BETs. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day.
Want to unlock the secrets of beauty innovation? Here's your chance to win exclusive tickets to Beauty University 2025. Simply purchase any of the featured L'Oreal products and WhatsApp a photo of your receipt to 081 010 0429. And you could be in attendance at the unforgettable Beauty University, happening on Saturday 28 June in Johannesburg. Competition closes Monday 16 June. T's and C's apply.
is still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3. And apologies for that little technical difficulty. It was fighting us, but we're back like we never left, okay? And we're still hanging out with Cowboy. And honestly and truly, if you've never heard about this guy, step in, my love. Cowboy, Puti, I genuinely feel like I said, you know, you're someone who's doing so incredibly well.
Yeah.
And of course, going from church and being a singer there and now moving on to collaborating with international superstars like yourself, how did you even get there? What were the steps that you took to get to where you are now?
I would say the best step I took for myself was to just record, go to studio. Understand, because I was always a singer at church, I was always a singer at school.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see good here, but the best way good thing was just to go to studio.
I love that.
So as soon as I started going to studio, a lot of things changed. And luckily, my first hit song, If You Get Alien, understand?
Yes.
That's when I got to meet the people that I work with now.
Yes.
But, yeah, man.
That's
been the
beautiful.
journey for me.
I love that. And talk to me, was the studio a backroom studio in someone's house?
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah,
That's what I love about
does.
piano.
Yeah,
it
it
opens
does.
up
What a backroom
doors.
studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. But talk to me as well, because I feel like, you know, even with you talking about your first hit song coming out, you know, some of your songs have like this cowboy effect. So what are the themes and concepts that you really focus on when you make music?
I would say in things the things I see.
Yeah.
Because mina ngumuntu okhulele elokishini.
Yes.
Understand? So my music is based ngezinto ezenzakala elokishini.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's what piano vele is based, yabona ngayo. But yeah, I think the stories in things udlula kuzo nento engiyibonayo. Most of the time into ezing affecta with yabo. Ngenza music wami kanjani.
Yeah.
So abantu ke kuba ilento ukuthi receive ngenye indlela yabona.
I love
But
that.
yeah.
That's beautiful. And now you got your debut album at 22, baby. This ain't AI, I'm Shagazi series. I love the name so much.
Yeah.
I love the name so much. Talk to me about how, you know, just how the title came about first and foremost, but also just the ways in which that you got to work with different people, because you've even got your deluxe coming out as well.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it.
Oh, okay, that's an AI. Fast forward, the title, If You Get Kanjani, abantu abangazi abaningi, abantu abangazi ngommusic high beat. I would say high beat, scoop. We call it the scoop, you understand? So this an AI, it was just the passage figure ukuthi introduce abantu to the new sound or to the new inside like a cowboy abangalazi. So hence why I came with the title with this ain't AI.
Yes.
I'm introducing you guys to the real music that I'm about to embark to, you understand? So that was the influence behind the title.
Yes.
This in AI. Then the deluxe is dropping on the 27th, 4 tracks.
Darling.
It's the continuation of the album. So
Yes.
It's nothing hectic, but I hope you
Who's
enjoy
there?
it.
Who's there, Kaloku?
Hey.
Is it 27 June is now? Give us the exclusive, Cowboy.
Okay. I'd say Vocalistic is there.
Yes.
Sean Music is there.
Ooh. Yes.
Makanji is there. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. I love that.
Go there and enjoy the album.
That's beautiful. And Puti, I know as well that you had spoken to me about how on the 27th, it's not only the deluxe album, but you're also hosting an event, because I said I want to come.
Yeah.
Cowboy Grooves.
Yeah.
Talk to us. What's going to be happening there?
Cowboy Grooves is my event. It's the 4th one, happening on the 27th of June.
Yes.
One thing about this one, it's mixing an album launch.
Yeah.
I'm launching my album.
Nice.
After you doing like successfully great on Spotify and everywhere. So on the 27th, I would like you guys to come to Cowboy Grooves in Davidson.
We are partying.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. Yeah, come and enjoy, guys. And it's so nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I can also DJ.
Yeah?
Yeah. So can I open for you? Maybe?
For me?
Yeah.
Can I trust you?
Yes, I promise you. Don't worry about it. Okay, we'll sort this out. But Cowboy, I love the fact that you're hanging out with us throughout the morning. But congratulations on all of your success, but you can be so proud. Thank you. It is Sibusiso Mokone, a.k.a. Cowboy, baby. He is the guy that is taking over Amapiano, and honestly and truly, the sound is going all over the world, and by that I'm talking about the Cowboy sound. You heard the people he's worked with, but already with his debut album, he's making a name for himself, and we love it. You know, we love celebrating people right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, though, we still got a whole lot to look forward to, my friend. We're going to be jumping on into part 2 of the BET Awards with our Cape Town family. Friends, what else was happening there? It looked absolutely stunning.
Well, Cowboii, I think, is headed that way at a point after making waves in the way that he does. But Nuri is still here, and we want to delve a little deeper into some of those beautiful moments at the 2025 BETs, celebrating black excellence on another level this year. And, of course, exemplifying that, Jamie Foxx is an absolute legend. Cheeky, but a legend. He delivered an emotional and heartfelt speech at the 2025 BETs, where he was honoured with the Ultimate Icon Award, and I think thoroughly deserved, presented by none other than Stevie Wonder. What a moment for him. Now, the actor and the musician obviously reflected on their near-fatal stroke in 2023 that almost took him away from us, crediting his daughters and his sister for helping him through his unbelievable recovery, in fact. And the moment was both emotional and light-hearted, of course. Fox, known for his comedic timing, let's call it, couldn't resist teasing Wonder during the tribute. Very few people can do this without getting cancelled straight off, Nuri.
Absolutely. I mean, trust Jamie Foxx to do such a thing. But yeah, he's such a character. Oh my gosh.
But that must be cool. Imagine for him, because we forget that these are, as much as they're a brand and they're a business and they're doing all of this, and we get to see them represented by their characters. There's a real person
people,
who nearly died a couple of years ago and then had the whole world literally watching that whole thing from the second it happened. Can you imagine?
His recovery was phenomenal, though.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. I mean, just to see him back doing his thing,
Yeah.
being able to make and poke fun at light-hearted situations. Only an icon can get away with making fun of Stevie Wonder, though. That's
I
the
wonder
fact
if he
right
asked,
there.
because I know his daughters kind of keep him in check. I wonder if he asked his daughters beforehand, do you think I can get away with this?
Yeah.
And they're like, no,
She
Dad,
said
no.
Challenge
absolutely
accepted.
not. Yeah. And he did it anyway, so. Yeah.
All right, so I called it a claim, Fredag. Let's take you back to the club. The SA DJ duo that is making waves got the validation they deserve. International act South African DJ duo TXC, that's Taryn Reid and Clarissa Hefka, made history at the 2025 BETs by winning Best New International Act. Don't happen. And this marks the first time the DJ duo has ever been recognized in this category at the prestigious American Awards. I love that. Young, full of fire, and party starters.
The South Africans are taking over. Hey?
They are.
First Tyler, now these TXC, I mean,
It's our
Who's next?
time.
It's
maybe
literally
it's us.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
go.
we
Next.
can
Put
go
your hand
next,
up,
yeah.
Nuri. You're next. But
I'll
this is,
go.
how cool is this, man? I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't matter what we throw out into the globe. You're talking about
Yeah.
earlier athletes. Doesn't matter when it comes to entertainment. We've got loads of
Singer-songwriters.
it.
Absolutely,
And now
yeah.
we've got DJs out there. I mean, you don't often get a DJ from South Africa getting recognized like that. But let's take a look at this moment
live it.
and celebrate it together.
Yes. Okay, well, first of all, they look absolutely amazing. Hit the red carpet at the famed Peacock Theatre in Los Angeles, celebrating their win, obviously expressing their excitement about representing South African dance music on a global stage. Because we got the best clubs, we got the best DJs, we got the best producers. Now we get our flowers, as they say.
Nuri, what do you make of the look as well, right?
Oh, I love the look.
Yeah?
I think I should maybe
Hey,
try that look next.
the weekend's
No,
around the
they
corner,
look
girl.
stunning, yeah.
Oh man, that award, where do you think they put that in their house? Who gets to keep it, or do they both get
that's
one?
the question.
Yes, that is a good question.
Who gets to keep it? Do they have to
Shared
split it down the
custody,
middle?
maybe.
It's a floating
Shared
trophy.
custody.
exactly.
Shared custody
Oh, I
of it.
love
Get on the
that.
weekends,
Yeah,
I'll take it during the week, unless it's big events. But again, kudos to all us South Africans, just absolutely doing the most. We love celebrating y'all. And I think this is inspiration for our youth. Being in Youth Month right
Absolutely,
now.
yes.
And I'm going to say,
Reminder.
well done, Black Coffee, for pouring energy back into the DJs here as well. because I
Yeah.
think he has a role to play. Now let's round off with Brittany Spencer, who delivered a heartfelt tribute at the 2025 BETs, honouring the late Angie Stone with what I think everyone was absolutely blown away by, a stirring performance of No More Rain. And her performance was, I think, a standout moment of many standout moments, celebrating Stone's legacy, the impact on neo-soul music. Well, I think the musical fraternity at large. Let's take a look.
I won't cry out, and there's no more rain in this cloud. There's no high place when someone has hurt you. It's written on your face, and it's broken spirit, lost and confused, empty, scared, used and abused.
Well done, Brittany. I think what an honour. I mean, the pressure of having to perform in a moment like that must be overwhelming.
probably crumble.
I
But she did so well. She did really well.
They
Beautiful.
dressed it down. It was
Stunning.
absolutely the perfect honour for Angie Stone, R.I.P. And an incredible BET Awards, I think, offsetting what's happening in Los Angeles at the moment. I think America possibly needed a positive, beautiful moment like that. Nuri, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's your space on the couch. In fact, no other guest is ever
staying
allowed
here.
to sit right there.
I'm
They
staying
have to
right
sit on
here.
the other side. But of course, we have got our own excellence playing out on the show this morning, and we are here for that. What's coming up, girl?
Thank you so much, Cape Town. And Zansi, the question is, will you be playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday? Well, my friend, do so because you could be a winner and you could hit it lucky. Don't get left behind. Play Lotto today. Buy your tickets now in store or on nationallottery.co.za. You can also use cell phone banking or just by using the mobile app or simply dialing *120 *7529 hash for USSD. It's that simple. And all of the details I've just given you, don't worry if you missed them or you think you need one or two things that I might have said. You can catch it on the Expresso show pages on social media for everything that you might need. However, Panda, Pusher, Play, Powerball 4, or rather Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot today. And friend, you could win big, but you can't win unless you play. Do the right thing, and I'm crossing fingers for you. We still got so much to do right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. You know we always make sure it's action-packed. However, we've got our beautiful Cape Town family that's standing by to tell us exactly what. Guys, what's still going to be happening,
Well, we promised you a little bit of everything, and we've had some fun, we've had some spice, and we're going to get some inspiration on another level. We're going to get into Jonathan's story, and I have a feeling this one is going to hit you right there.
It definitely is. Bring on the emotions. And we're also going to be diving into something called Brews and Breakthroughs. Yeah, Brews, you want to find out more about that? Then don't go anywhere.
I need a cup of coffee.
What do you
I'm
think
just
it is?
saying.
What do
I'm
you
just
think it is?
saying. I can smell something delicious. Maybe it's time to go and grab a cuppa. We'll see you now.
Just might be. See you soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, Welcome back, you beauties. You can tell by the smile on my face, I'm already enjoying this little moment right here. Sometimes a single act of kindness is all it takes to spark that ripple effect, the butterfly effect, if you will, one that changes lives in the most unexpected ways. Now, for Jonathan Ansah, a very devoted father and journalist, it all began with a moment that completely reshaped his journey. And he is joining us now for our very first Brews and Breakthroughs, a heartfelt new segment brought to us by Jacobs, a very good friend of ours, because they give us these moments. And of course, we are going to take that moment to pause, pour a cup, and dive into stories that truly matter. And each week, we're going to be sharing a rich, meaningful conversation, just like the coffee, someone making a real impact, celebrating the everyday heroes who uplift their communities, one selfless act at a time. One cup, one story, one breakthrough. Now, inspired by the incredible legacy of James Harrison, the man with the golden arm, and driven by the hope of protecting his daughter and countless others just like her, Jonathan rolled up his sleeve, just the one, not once, but 72 times. And what began as admiration then grew into a powerful mission. Today, he's more than a storyteller, he's a lifesaver, literally, proving that compassion is truly contagious. You started something, my friend. You started. Can I shake your hand first of all? And I'm doing that just to leech some of your awesomeness. But it terrifies me to think about these sorts of gateways, which I know will come. That's life. And I have a daughter that I'm very closely connected to. That moment for you, take us back when you realized that your daughter would need that transfusion. Take us through that moment.
So it was 10 years ago. She was 5.
Wow. That's my daughter's age right now,
wow,
sure.
Yeah, and she was diagnosed with a very, very rare condition called pure red cell aplasia. And what it means is that her bone marrow went on strike and wasn't making red blood. And so we started this long process, and part of the treatment, just to keep her alive, was red blood that she needed, so transfusions. And it started once a month to get a transfusion, and then it became more and more, and soon she was dependent on these transfusions, and I could see how they actually changed her life. But so what happened was one day I was just sitting there with her while she was getting this transfusion, and it occurred to me that somebody had volunteered to go and donate blood, and I had always I'd always intended to donate blood, and I just never got around to it. And I thought to myself,
because it's such a small thing, right?
You always, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, maybe tomorrow. And then it occurred to me, well, what happened if the person whose blood is here had my mentality and didn't get around to it? And then I realized how intention is one thing, but acting on that intention is just what is needed. And so I so it's a source of pride that I've became
but
a
also
blood donor,
a mirror,
but also a source of shame that it took me so long to do it. And so so that was the start of my journey.
It's incredible, and I think a lot of people have just had that same moment, hopefully, that you had in that time. How did you frame that moment and that time? Did you have time to even kind of wallow in what must have been awful for you, or was it all about your daughter? How did you put it in perspective?
Well, it was about her, because it was about treating her and making sure that she was okay. But it also it made me realize my responsibility to actually be somebody who rolls up their sleeve. So and it's such an easy thing to do. There's so many people who I think intend to do it and just never get round to it. So I'd like to encourage those people to actually start getting round to it.
And the crazy thing is, we're about 3 or 4 days away from that critical line, in terms of our blood stocks. And it really is as simple as saving a life by just going in to donate. How is your daughter?
That's another show, because she eventually had a bone marrow transplant.
Wow.
And we found a donor in Poland that was, the bone marrow registry had gone on the international search for a donor.
And they're incredible in their own right.
They are unbelievable, their devotion and dedication to her. And they found one person in the world was her perfect donor, and she's a naughty 16-year-old girl.
Rock on, girl. You rock on. Give him as many grey hairs as you can. In fact, my grey hairs appeared when my daughter came in. I'm not asking her name because her anonymity is up to you.
Yeah.
But feel free to share it because I'd love to just scream an affirmation at her right now. But 5 years old, that's a lot to go through at that age, and to have that as the context of your life. Seeing her go through this journey and how she has dealt with that, what has that meant to you or brought to you?
Yeah, her name is Rachel. And
Rachel, you're awesome, girl.
And she did write a book about her experience, which the Bone Marrow Registry kind of published. She did it with such a sense of kind of just strength and resilience, and you see the resilience of children. And during our journey, we were at the Red Cross Children's Hospital, and we saw all these children going through some terrible situations. But, you know, they're remarkable. They really are unbelievable, and it gives you strength to see, you know, like for me, I was this father who was watching my daughter going through this terrible thing, but actually I drew strength from her.
It's like that, hey?
Yeah.
Well, we're all going to draw strength from you right now. The process of donating blood, is it sore? Is it difficult? Is it a hassle?
It is so painless. The people who kind of put the needle in you are professionals. You don't feel anything, or maybe a tiny little prick, but it's really painless. And they are so warm. You know, I don't know if
it's a family, yeah.
It's a family,
it
yeah.
Really is.
And I always feel like when I go in, I don't know if you remember the program Cheers.
Yeah.
And when Norm walks into the bar and everybody shouts Norm, that's what I feel like when I
buddy,
walk in, you know.
You have been there 72 times, so we begin to understand that if you don't get quite that warm reception, don't take it personally. Jonathan has been doing this for the better part of a decade now, but an incredible moment. Thank you so much for sharing, and hopefully that's inspired you to just go and to do it, whether this is that moment for you or that thing in your own life. Hopefully Jonathan's story shines a light on the extraordinary impact of everyday heroes, and there might be one standing right next to you right now, seated, if you will. And with Jacob's Brews and Breakthroughs, we honor the strength, the kindness, the courage to uplift. And it's just one inspiring story at a time, one powerful breakthrough at a time, but it's a beautiful jumping off point. I'm going to shake your hand again and say, Rachel, we love you, girl.
Find your wonderful. Jacob's Wunderbar.
Oh, absolutely love these conversations, bringing on the inspiration, and hopefully we can do the same for this weekend, because just a slight reminder, it is Father's Day this weekend. And if you don't have anything planned yet, well, don't worry, we got the plug for you right now, because you can celebrate Dad at home with Woolies, and you'll get 20% off any 2 selected items for an easy and delicious braai at home. And I feel like the minute I said braai, G-Man was like, well, what? Okay, I'm in. So G-Man, let's get involved in this one. I know that there's a lot to discuss if you're looking at this, but hello, Woolies has put together 2 menu solutions. We've got a pork loin rib menu, and then there's a ribeye steak menu, but both are coming through with a selection of ingredients, giving you a main course, a meal with something sweet as dessert, and I think just an entire mood and conversation for you to have with the entire
family.
family.
Right? It's one meal for one man, right?
You could
We're
say
not
that.
sharing this out over a whole day.
You don't have to share, bro, but listen, there's a lot to go around, and you're probably going to be wanting to fill up everybody's bellies, and you can do that,
love
right?
this. No, I think for a dad, the best way to be spoiled is to have everyone around you. It's as simple as that. Like,
couldn't have
a
said it
meal is
better.
great because you're sharing it with your peeps. Not the ribeye steak, though. That we can keep us.
Well, we're listening to a dad himself, so we're not going to argue with that. And let me go through the solutions, and then Jimmy and I are going to actually put one together. So the option we have here is the pork solution. That consists of succulent and tender par-cooked sweet and sticky pork loin ribs. Then you've got frozen crinkle-cut potato chips, which you can cook in the air fryer, which obviously gives you that convenience. And then there's a delicious roast tomato leaf salad and mini malva pudding bites, just to make dinner an absolute enjoyment. Bro, how good does that sound?
It's a bit torturous making the malva pudding bites, because you think you're going to eat it. Oh, it's only a little one, and then you have 9, and then you're like, oh, there are even 9 in there. No, okay, it does come in a pack of 9, thankfully.
I love that.
And then you
Listen, it
feel
doesn't even
guilty.
stop there, G-Man. There's another option here, right? So alternatively, you can indulge in, tell me what you think about this. There's the steak solution. So it's featuring a delicious barbecue ribeye steak, or any other steak for that matter. We've got the beef steak, which is known for its tenderness and is perfect for your braai. And then it's paired with a baby potato roasting kit, a Greek leaf salad, and fresh custard with vanilla bean seeds to enjoy after mains. So,
Let's throw it together, bro.
Yeah,
I
we
like
got
that steak
options here,
idea.
right?
No, I do, and I'm trying to push myself out a little bit with my marinades. I'm a purist with my steaks.
I know you like a steak, yeah.
Yeah, and I like now, I'm trying to explore some beautiful rubs and some sauces, maybe a bit more of a basting, and figure out the right way to cook a steak in that way. So I love it, and they obviously put a lot of time and flavour development. If you ever go to the flavour developing room, I don't know what its official name is at Woolies. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It is. You're like, how are you allowed to be doing these experiments? It's absolutely amazing. But let's
get to it, G-Man. Clearly, I've read your mind. You love steak, so let's put a steak solution together right now. We've got some potatoes that have just come out of the oven, right? And this is part of the kit. So literally what you can do is kind of showcase how you would finish off this meal, or actually how you'd prepare it, because literally everything's done for you.
I know. These preparation kits are a master stroke because they take care of the intimidating part.
Yes.
Because often you just look at the menu, the recipe, and you're like, I can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. They've taken care of so many of the tricky things. Yeah. And these look absolutely beautiful.
Literally, like G-Man says, it is so convenient. You literally just look at the instructions at the back of the pack if you don't know how to do anything. I mean, it is almost foolproof as long as you know how to work some of the appliances in your kitchen, whether that's an oven or air fryer.
Don't be saying things like foolproof in this kitchen, eh?
Disclaimer. But like you can see, literally all G-Man has done is pull this out of the oven, and then he's going to start dressing it. We've got these lovely dried crispy onions. We've got a couple of assortments to go with it as well. And it's taking the thinking out of the fuss and the stress that comes off with putting a really extravagant meal together, and especially for Dad, because we want to impress Pops.
No, yeah, and I think more it's if you're wanting to take over the mantle of Brine Master one day, and don't think this is an exclusively male space, by the way.
Yeah,
okay.
That's true.
Anyone can be the Brine Master, but you've got to prove your worth, okay? So you've got to buy a steak or two, and once you get to ribs, if you can provide ribs for your dad and he's impressed with them, then you know you are winning at life, man.
It's a rite of passage. So while G-Man is finishing off the potatoes, I'm going to show you another option here, and something that's included is a salad. And again, how convenient is this? Literally from the moment that I pick this thing up, you've got the entire base underneath.
Taste that little olive there first, because
let's get some natural testosterone, yeah? Oh, so good, bro. So fresh.
You have an AI, a food AI in your brain.
Yeah, and literally what I'm going to do is show you how easy it is to plate this. So pop the base down, and literally, like you've seen, we've got all these assortments of feta, onion, cucumber, tomato. We've got the natural testosterone from our olives as well. And I just mix that around, and then once you're ready, voila, you want to plate this. G-Man's got his steak ready to plate, so I'm literally going to pop the salad that I've just put together so quickly and easily on his plate, and hopefully there's some space for the potato salad.
I know. And I like the fact that, first of all, the roasting beautifully done, because these potatoes are crispy on the outside and so soft. I'm almost damaging them by moving them around.
You sound like you're just taking all the credit for these, right? I am. Though. You can.
Who is assembling the meal, my friend? Absolutely beautiful, but the smell's coming off here. It's fresh. And I think that's where potato salad works beautifully. You can have a bit of zing. Well, let's get you guys out.
How's that looking, by the way?
It looks absolutely amazing. And again, they've taken care of all the difficult stuff for you.
While G-Man just finishes us off, and while we show you how easy it is to plate this together, I want to remind you, obviously, that there is an opportunity here, right? And I want you to take the thinking out of cooking or buying this Father's Day with Woolworths. And you can literally take on this eat-in deal, which is incredible. You get 20% off any 2 of these selected items until the 22nd of June. That's 2025 this year. And the promotions are available in-store and, of course, online. They may vary, so check them out and see what options you can put together, but your T's and C's do apply. And look at G-Man showing off doing a victory dance.
Options. Look at that.
Look at this, guys. Let's just plate that over here right next to your steak. Oh, man.
Okay, let's separate the potato salad before there's a fight.
Before there's a fight, yeah.
Before a bun fight.
But how easy was that? How convenient was that? And how perfect was that?
Incredible.
Get your specials on Zanzi, and that's what it's about. Father's Day sorted. Nicely done, bro.
I love it.
Right about now, Mzansi, I hope you're ready for everything coming your way, because we still got so much to do. So what am I talking about exactly? Well, we're going to be turning our everyday habits into savings, real habits that can help us out and just allow us to really have that good savings that we should all have, right? Also, I need you to get into us and finding out how we can connect better as the youth of Mzansi, and how young people can, in fact, just have better connections as a whole. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, a whole lot more of Feeling Good right here on S3.
Dreaming of the ultimate kitchen glow up? You could win a fully fitted Easy Life kitchen worth 450,000 Rand, complete with premium Caesar stone countertops and 50,000 Rand installation covered by Absa. Head to your nearest Easy Life kitchen showroom, scan the QR code, strike a selfie in your favorite kitchen setup, and fill out the in-store entry form. Kitchen dreams made easy. Entries close 30th of June. T's and C's on easylifekitchens.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening you up on S3 right now, and definitely still celebrating Youth Month, but it's gone a perfect timing, 7 o'clock on the hour, so let's kick off official duties once again. We're going to start off with national headlines right now, and let's get into it. So Parliament has passed the 2025 fiscal framework and revenue proposals following Finance Minister Godongwana's budget speech. Now, central to the plan is a fuel levy increase with 16 cents on petrol and 15 cents on diesel. Now, the National Assembly approved the framework with 268 votes from the ANC, the DA and other unity partners, while the MK Party and EFF's 87 votes opposed it, calling it insufficiently pro-poor. Now, all 9 provinces supported the budget, and Committee Chair Joe Maswanganyi emphasized the plan balances economic growth, poverty alleviation and fiscal discipline. Well, carrying on with local headlines, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane confirmed the flood death toll now stands at 50, including learners and staff from a scholar transport vehicle swept off a low-lying bridge. Now, 4 bodies have been identified, with 4 learners still missing. And rescue and recovery teams are working around OR Tambo district, while displaced residents await assessment of damaged infrastructure. Now, the Premier has paused all government programs to focus on disaster relief in collaboration with district municipalities. And authorities are evaluating services and service deliveries that are needed as mop-up operations continue in affected communities. Well, our condolences definitely go out to all those affected in this tragedy. But we move on to international headlines right now, and starting off with China's foreign ministry, which has announced 0 tariffs on all trade lines for 53 African countries with diplomatic relations during the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. Now, coordinators are meeting in Changsha. Now, the initiative supports outcomes from the 2024 summit, aiming to boost trade, industrial cooperation and development. Now, China remains Africa's largest trading partner for the 16th consecutive year. And President Xi reaffirmed 0 tariffs for all least developed partner countries and introduced 5 new initiatives, including free trade promotion, solidarity among global South nations and cultural exchange efforts. Well, next up, U.S. troops deployed to Los Angeles have been granted authority to detain individuals temporarily until law enforcement can take over. Now, this is according to their commanding officer. Now, the move comes amid protests against President Trump's immigration raids, which have spread across U.S. cities. Now, California Governor Newsom sued over their development and the deployment. And the 700 Marines and 4,000 National Guard troops will soon move into the city to protect federal personnel, property and ICE agents during the raids. And that's although that the power is lacking arrest, or they are lacking arrest power. Apologies. Now, nearly 200 protesters were detained yesterday in LA alone. Next up, something to definitely sing about, especially if you're in the shower. Now, it turns out that the oldies really are the goodies, and classic anthems outshone new topping charts, and especially in the sing-along showdown with Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline crowned Britain's favorite tune to belt out by far. Now, ABBA dazzled with Dancing Queen and Mamma Mia, while Angels by Robbie Williams and Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer rounded off the top 5. Now, 8 in 10 said that singing lifts their mood, and 37% are so confident in their vocals that they believe stardom could have been at their right in training. Now, this is their favorite performance spot, the shower, the kitchen, and the car. It's official. So whether it's a solo ballad or a pub chorus, Brits clearly love a feel-good banger with a vintage beat. I'm going to let you sing along as we dive into all things sport. And here's G-Man once again with the latest.
Come to a stadium in the Southern Hemisphere. We'll introduce you to Alice. Okay, before you go and do a Google search, let's get into our sporting headlines. What a day of cricket yesterday. Kagiso Rabada back to his best, 5 for 51. Then Marco Jansen with 3 for 49, skittling Australia out for 212 in their first innings, justifying the Proteas' decision to bowl first in their World Test Championship final, currently playing out at Lord's. However, Mitchell Starc picked up where they left off, 2 for 10, and company alongside him hitting back hard, reducing the Proteas to 43 for 4 by stumps yesterday. So a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Temba Bavuma, he's not out for 3, and then David Bedingham, 8 not out at the crease. Hopefully his form from the IPL will continue, and they resume day 2 with momentum finally poised. And of course, it'll kick off at about 11:30. Now, staying with cricket news, not the best news. The Proteas ladies, they fell to a 4-wicket defeat via the DLS method in a rain-affected first ODI up against the West Indies. And that, of course, at the 3Ws Oval in Barbados. So after posting a modest 232 for 9 in their 50, then rain came in to shorten the hosts' chase to just 180 in 34 overs, and they smashed it. Openers Kiana Joseph with 60 and Hayley Matthews with 40, setting the platform before Stephanie Taylor's unbeaten 30 guided the Windies home with 12 balls to spare. Now, lots of talk around the transfer window right now, and a couple of big names being featured, or in this case, not being featured. Jack Grealish has been left out of Man City's 27-man squad for their Club World Cup duties, casting doubt over his future at the club. So despite space for 35 players, the England international and Kyle Walker were omitted. So Grealish, who was City's £100 million record signing, started just 7 league games last season and faces an uncertain exit. However, I think a certain North London club might be looking in that direction. Now we can get excited about the next major in golf, and world number 1 Scottie Scheffler enters the US Open as the clear favourite when play begins later today at the famous Oakmont Country Club. The notoriously difficult course, it's beautiful, but it's a toughie, promises to test the 150-man field, with Scheffler joined by defending champion Bryson DeChambeau and his guns, and Masters winner Rory McIlroy as the top contenders for this year's 3rd major title. Some inspired young golfers out there ready to make their mark, and I think it is going to be one for the ages. And that's where we leave our sport for this hour. Roads should be up and running. Let's kickstart our traffic report in the Mother City.
Thank you so much, Cape Town. And Mzansi, we've already started things off on such a high note this morning. Let's make sure things don't go south, yeah? So let's tell you what's happening in the traffic. In Cape Town, the Mother City, Athlone, there's congestion along the N2 inbound at Jakes Gerwel Drive. Delays are expected for motorists, so please make use of your headlights and make sure you drive safely. Then in Milnerton, minor congestion is being experienced along the N7 South ramp to the N1 inbound Wingfield interchange. Delays are expected, so do allow for some travel time over there. We always like to keep you up to date with what's happening with the weather as well, so let's check that out. So it seems the South African Weather Service has no warnings for today, but recent storms continue to affect the Eastern Cape and KZN. Strong winds and snowfall damaged 80 households in KZN and 68 schools across 9 districts. Eskom reports progress in restoring electricity to Eastern Cape areas hardest hit by outages and urges customers to treat devices as live during repairs. KZN faces more rain today, though, with the rest of the country expected to see cold mornings and fog, but generally fine weather otherwise. Repair and cleanup efforts remain in full swing, and hopefully things will be restored in no time. For now, let's jump on into that sunrise view that we love to see. And this morning, Omi from Kai Mouth, get out of here. What is all of this perfection? I can't believe it. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, Omi, this looks like it was something that was painted, put together on a computer. It's just so gorgeous. The sun is shining indeed, and I can't believe we get to have sunrises like this in winter even. It's absolutely stunning, and Omi, you are an ace. Thank you for coming through. And Mzansi, this is your cue now. We want to see your side of life, literally just by a picture. You send it through on WhatsApp on 063-036-9649. And like I always say, we get to show your fellow South Africans what you're waking up to. We're going to get to more of those in a little, but for now, let's check out your temperatures.
Beautiful, beautiful views.
Yeah, iconic shots, man. Omi is coming through this morning, but I think we're going to be coming through with the fact that we need to change the mood a little bit. Please. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
But maybe in a good sense. And I think this is all about the changeables, which is an incredible application that we're going to be talking about in just a bit. If you're someone that shies away from social events, just being out there, you may be somewhat of an introvert, listen, this app might just be the thing for you. Your new catalyst into your new world.
You were quite we the way you said this, and yeah, I mean, we're dealing with like people like me who are a little bit like shy, whatever. Everyone's welcome. Just come on in, man. Come on in. No, absolutely love the sound of that. Having a whole lot of fun. Of course, we're going to get into a little bit more music as well. And then I think when it comes to those everyday habits that we want to foster, we love the physical well-being, we love the mental well-being, the financial well-being would be great to tick as well. And we'll get into how you can set those healthy habits in just a moment. Feeling blocked and stuffy? Don't let sinus pressure slow you down. Break free with Expugen, your go-to for fast relief this winter. Breathe easier, feel better, get back to being you. And how about 2,000 Rand cash to brighten your week? Just answer the weekly question on Expresso's social pages using hashtag #AdcocOTC Winter to enter. Entries close this Sunday. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up on S3. And let me tell you, it's something to get excited about, especially if you're looking for something to add to your calendar. Now, Youth Month is upon us, and tech is a key force, which is shaping how young South Africans connect, right? So enter Socialable. Now, this is a Cape Town-born app redefining social media by bringing people together in real life, overcoming the isolation of endless scrolling. I know you know what I'm talking about. Now, with 1 in 4 young adults globally reporting feelings of social isolation, and I think Socialable might just be the movement we didn't know we needed. So to help us unpack why it matters now more than ever, we are joined by the app's founder, Jason Van Dyke. Jason, how are you doing this morning, bro? You good?
Yeah, yourself.
Good to hear you, man. And I really get excited about things like this because I'm always of the opinion that we need to get out there, we need to explore, we need to converse. So talk to me about Socialable. What's going on here? What is this app all about? How does it work?
So it's not just you. I think all of us need to get out there to converse, to find people around us, to feel attached to something real,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And for us, that was why we built the platform. It was built actually out of our own necessity. So I just moved to university for my honours year, and you skip out the O weekend where you get to actually meet people.
Yes.
And you get to a new city and, okay, what now? How do I find people around? How do I get involved in things? How do I find study groups? And through that challenge, my co-founder at the time was in Australia and found a similar challenge there. So, you know, across continents, it was a similar experience.
Yeah.
And we just realized there must be a better way to do this. And so we decided to build one, and that was to bring people together. And started out with university students, and then obviously we went through the pandemic and realized that it wasn't just university students. We all needed something to attach to and to find things to do. And so we opened it up for everyone, and that's the journey of how we got to where we are. And now we're building such amazing communities and helping people connect and to refine themselves and to find friends as well.
And it's actually doing that? Is it working? Is this currently what's been happening on the app?
Yeah, it's exactly what's been happening. It's more beautiful than I could imagine. I mean, the stories that I'll tell you, you'll get goosebumps all over. I can't even go into them because I might just get too emotional. It's beautiful, but we've had people that have moved and signed leases together just after one event. We've had guys that have basically said that this has changed their lives, or they've been in places for months and never met anyone, and just through this one event they've suddenly got this group of friends. So it's doing
so
exactly
cool. It's like a catalyst for change, and in such a beautiful way. And I'm looking at some of the crazy stats here. 1 in 4 young adults feel isolated, right? And that's crazy, but it makes sense considering this world we live in. How do you think something like Socialable basically moves people offline, which is a good thing because we don't want to be caught up online doom scrolling, we want to get out there and live. So the app is essentially promoting that, right?
Yeah, exactly that. So technology is such an interesting thing to look at because it can take away from us, but it can also add back to us. And that's what we're trying to do, is to use that technology to add back, you know, to not simplify life, but to make it more rich and exciting and to bring people together in that way. And I think the cool thing about joint activities and events is that you almost meet someone before you meet them. You don't have to know their name, you don't have to know their background, but you know one thing about them, and it's something that you also know about yourself. You know, you see what they're doing.
It's like a shared passion or something that's brought you there in the first place as well.
Yeah, it's exactly that. You know one thing that you guys can attach over and the ice is already broken. And so once you get offline and you start realizing that, you know, not everyone is as separated as we think that they are, or as in conflict as we think that they are, and you realize that people are more similar than you realize. You know, someone down the road might enjoy the exact same thing that you thought you were the only one in the country that enjoyed. We've had situations like that where people say, oh, no one else enjoys this. I mean, paddle, for example, a sport that came out of nowhere, and now people are paddle evangelists.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that social element is exactly why it's been so successful, man. I think about how this is so perfect for Cape Town because honestly, Cape Town has such incredible activities, experiences, opportunities, but Cape Town's also very cliquey. So if you move down to Cape Town, it's always sometimes hard to get into the circles, to find the people doing the things you love. So I can see how this app would work perfectly here. But even more so, the fact that I'm hearing you potentially might be rolling this out in Joburg as well. Joburg would love this. I think of all the activities, experiences, and the people in Joburg. It's almost like this was made for them. So are there plans to get out there soon?
Yeah, very, very soon. That's the intention. We actually get a ton of messages. When is this going properly live in Joburg? You know, it is live there. It is accessible, but we're just trying to make sure that Cape Town gets the full experience now before we treat that into Joburg. But it's definitely on the cards, and sooner rather than later. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
I love that, man. So listen, before we go, what's next? Are there any updates for the Cape Town edition or for anything happening in Cape Town that we can look forward to?
Yeah, so I mean, there's tons of events always going on, so download the app and check that out. New features, we've got some very, very exciting, what I think are groundbreaking features to roll out, which I won't go into too much detail yet, but ways for people to connect in a more rich way, to help communities grow, you know, to help communities support communities as well, which is an amazing thing, and some really exciting partnerships that are on the horizon as well. So yeah, stay tuned. I think the next couple of months are going to be very exciting for us.
Jason, this is absolutely awesome, man. I think Mzansi, a reminder to you guys, obviously, if you want to ditch the DMs and make real life memories, then definitely go check out Socialable on the App Store, or you can visit their website, which is www.thesociableapp.com. It's on your screens right now. You can check it out or go see all the vibes around it. But Jason, thank you for doing this. People need this. We didn't know how much we needed it, and I think this is something we're going to be celebrating. And I'm already getting crazy ideas about this. So maybe I'll see you at the next meetup in Cape Town.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a deal? I'll see you there, Jason. Right, G-Man, what's happening, bro? I'm absolutely pumped for some of the magic, but we still got to be working out here, bro. What's happening your side?
We love it when we get to shift the needle just a little bit and when that lands in your space. And if you are thinking of starting a business or launching the next big app like this amazing discussion that we've seen, maybe this is that little push that you need. Great ideas need more than passion. They need the financial know-how to turn dreams into reality, so you don't make critical mistakes and you get the support that you need vitally. And that's why financial literacy is key. And up next, our amazing Ayanda G. Tabete sits down with Tawanda Rumhuma from Absa, who are literally putting their money where their mouth is in this space to explore the simple and smart way that they are helping you take control of your savings, one easy step at a time. I like the sound of that, because your goals, your future, and your story really do matter.
Saving does not have to feel like a chore. Think of it as giving your future self a little extra boost. With Absa's Savings Coach, they are helping people not only put money aside, but save the day one smart prompt at a time. Today, we are joined by Tawanda Rumhuma, who is the executive of Absa Transactional and Deposits, and he is here to tell us about this incredible, innovative tool that is helping people save money and secure their futures. Tawanda, how are you today?
I'm fantastic, thanks. How are you?
I am very good, and I'm very eager to learn about what we're talking about today, Absa Savings Coach. It's just been added to the Absa banking app. What was the motivation behind doing that, and what needs are we hoping to meet for the customers?
At Absa, our mission really is to help our customers meet their financial aspirations. Right? We are all about helping each and every customer become financially resilient. And that's what Savings Coach really aims to do, a reflection of our commitment to help our customers meet their financial goals. The idea is for customers to meet their savings goal through everyday habits. Whatever they're saving for, whether it's education, a holiday, that fancy pair of sneakers, a rainy day, anything, Savings Coach is there for them.
I absolutely love the words that you used there. There was easy, there was financial resilience, everything that we want to achieve, and we all want to save, right? But a lot of us don't think that saving and living the lifestyle that we want to live can exist together. So how is Absa finding that balance of allowing us to put money aside while going to watch a soccer game live or a date night?
Look, we really believe that managing your personal finances is more than just saving. It's about supporting your lifestyle and helping you enjoy each of life's amazing moments. We built Savings Coach to allow it to assimilate into customers' lives. Right? Some of the features really help customers to turn everyday habits into everyday wins. Something as simple as saving each time your team scores, to helping you on your journey towards living healthier.
That is absolutely amazing. And what are some of the benefits that customers can have with the Savings Coach that they otherwise wouldn't have with traditional saving methods?
Look, at the core of what we do is to encourage and empower customers to take control of their finances. And we do this through easy-to-use tools, and Savings Coach is one of them. We've built it in our Absa banking app. That means first and foremost that it's safe and secure. And secondly, I mentioned the features, some of which we call auto savers, that automate savings and take it in the background, allowing you to live your life while saving happens in the background. So what that does is it helps you meet your financial objectives without actually thinking about it, to say, I'm going into a bank to transfer money here, getting into the app to move money from one place to another. It all happens seamlessly. The idea is to bring ease and convenience while building that savings habit, which a lot of people find challenging to do. Think of it as a personal financial partner in your pocket, cheering you on to meet your goals.
Now, digital banking has been around for a long time, and I think my generation thrives in it. It's all we've ever known. But my father still rings me up every single month to ask how to do an EFT. He's struggling to find his balance. What are some words of encouragement or advice you can give to someone who's finding their footing in the digital space?
So my advice to someone who hasn't engaged in saving through a digital platform or using a digital tool is just start. No matter how small you start, no matter what your goal is, just start. The beauty of Savings Coach is it does all the heavy lifting. Once you start, everything is handled for you in a truly intuitive and fun and engaging way that you don't really think of it as banking, as saving. It's just part of your life.
That is honestly the Absa way, making things easy and convenient for us while reminding us that our story matters. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tawanda.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for having me.
Thanks to innovative tools like the Absa Savings Coach, saving smarter has never been easier. Whether you're preparing for the future or wanting to splurge in the now, Absa is committed to being a part of your financial journey every step of the way.
And they are proving it with innovative tools like the Savings Coach, and there are many more like that. They can help to remind you daily. They can help you set those goals, stay accountable, and make it turn into a habit. Why? Because your financial journey matters. And I'm not talking about the big goals, the big dreams, the long term. It's the everyday stuff that really does matter, just like your story. And that was an awesome story. Thank you, Absa.
Ah, come on, G-Man. Awesome is an understatement. Look at those stories. But we're going to keep celebrating some incredible stories, especially when we're talking about Red Fest. If you haven't heard, then it's exactly that. Celebrating some of the incredible stories of our youth. And that's going to be happening around the corner. And also an opportunity for you to eat better in order to feel better. Yeah, that's a perfect puzzle, a perfect pathway. And we're going to lead you into the light. So Mzansi, don't go anywhere. A lot to look forward to right around the corner.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. You're still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3. And this morning, we are celebrating something that we actually started celebrating earlier on in the week. It is the Red Hill Fest that is going to be happening this weekend from the 13th to the 16th of June. And friend, Red Fest 2025 is set to be something absolutely stunning. And what better way for, just places that really allow young people to flourish, to come together than the Red Fest and the Red Bank. I'm talking about Absa, okay? Absa is always all about spotlighting the youth, the ones who are doing incredible things, and they are indeed doing exactly that this weekend at Red Fest in the name of making sure that they have a platform that really does say your voice matters, allowing that their story does matter as well, and also it's all about just that cultural significance of what it is that young people are bringing to the forefront. And this is why today we get to celebrate with one of the beautiful ladies from Absa, Unonhlanhla Canham. She's here to tell us just what it is that Absa is going to be doing at Red Fest 2025, but also as the group, or rather as the integrated marketing head at Absa Group. She's the one who's here to let us know what we can expect in all ways. So everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Nonhlanhla, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. You look stunning.
Thank
you.
you.
Look ready for Red Fest
you.
2025, which I love.
So much.
Yes, but I have to ask you, Nonhlanhla, because, I think it's such a beautiful fit, just looking from the outside. But of course, you know the ins and outs of what's been happening on the inside. Why was it so right for Absa to jump on and be a part of Red Fest 2025?
You're on the money there. So Red Fest actually presented a beautiful opportunity for us. If you think about, we launched a campaign called We See Your Story in May. And we feel that this is a natural fit for us from a brand perspective. I think the festival itself presents a beautiful opportunity for young people to express themselves, whether it's through art, performance, or entrepreneurship. All of which actually aligns with what we stand for as a brand. When you think about young people, too often they are boxed into narrow labels. As Absa, we believe that they are creative, they are resilient, and they have a lot of untold and unseen stories. And we believe that the Red Fest platform presents an opportunity for us to actually celebrate these stories and actually tell them as well.
Yes, I love that. And I also do think that, when we talk about you guys and what it is you're doing, like we said, you are 100% always just allowing young people to have a platform, have a voice. And like you said, making sure that just their stories really do matter. But now when we talk about what it is that Absa is going to be bringing to Red Fest, what is it exactly?
So we're really excited to actually be showing up at Red Fest. Obviously, we tend to show up in a big way. As Absa, we love to have great fun, especially when it's youth spaces. We are actually going to bring a spin and win activation where people will walk away with cash prizes and Absa branded merchandise. We are also looking at bringing an art installation from one of our L'Atelier artists, and we believe that this is a beautiful integration into the festival. And the beauty of it as well is that the artist is actually going to finish that art installation, and they will get 100% of the proceeds given to them. So there's nothing that Absa takes from a commission perspective. And then lastly, we do think that it's always good to meet people where they are. So we are going to bring our bankers for any inquiries from a student account perspective or private banking. And
I love that. And I feel like, Nonhlanhla, you guys really do just, I feel like you revel and love celebrating people who are just creating and also just doing things. Movers and shakers, if you will, but especially even in terms of the arts, which is why I think Red Fest is such a beautiful fit for you guys. And even bringing together the L'Atelier and this, I think it's perfect. But talk to me now when we talk about, just you even mentioning it in terms of the entrepreneurs. The young entrepreneurs, and it's always so good for them to start, small, because we know about the unemployment rate in this country, and entrepreneurship is one of the biggest ways to fix that. From an entrepreneurship perspective, what exactly is Absa going to be bringing to this weekend?
So this specific one, I'm actually very passionate about. I think there's a lot of work that we are doing in the background through programs and partnerships to actually instill an entrepreneurial mindset. But you have these young people start their businesses from all of these programs, but one of the other things that we pick up is that there is a problem with access to markets. So now that we've partnered with Red Fest and there's going to be a lot of people attending the Red Fest Festival, how are we then giving access to our entrepreneurs through this partnership with Redfest. So we have 3 young entrepreneurs, one of them being Ellen, who owns a lady home, and she basically creates curated home decor. And then we have Ilanga Coils by Unomusa, a 23-year-old who actually has hair products that she sells.
Lovely.
And lastly, we have Ifibonacci by Katleho, who designs handmade bags. I think for us, it's not about just bringing entrepreneurs for the sake of it, but it's really creating access to markets and making sure that they have an opportunity to get that that exposure, that visibility, and really grow their businesses. Really, this is how we demonstrate that we see their story.
That's beautiful. One thing you guys are sure of is your mandate.
Yes.
To make sure that everyone's story is highlighted, which is just so beautiful. And I also have to ask you, Nonhlanhla, because there's so many things that's going to be happening at Redfest this weekend. What's the one that you're most excited about? The one that you're like, everyone, you need to go and check it out. Is it the spinning wheel? Is it the art? What is it?
Honestly, I'm specifically interested in seeing the art installation. I think to see it live is actually going to be quite beautiful.
Yes.
And seeing what comes out of it.
Yeah.
And hopefully someone does buy that art piece.
They will, I believe.
And of course, there's going to be a lot of performances. So I will be in the oval space where there'll be a lot of performances, and then where our entrepreneurs will be showcasing their businesses. So please, if you are coming, I hope you are.
Yes.
Please do come through to our stands.
Beautiful. Well, I'll be there. I'll pop by and come and see and watch the art and everything.
Cannot wait.
Yes, me as well. And I think it's really such a beautiful fit. Like I said, congratulations to you guys. And I think we'll only see it grow into something even bigger and more beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It is Absa that is jumping onto Redfest 2025, all in the name of saying, hey, kids of Mzansi, we see you. And not only that, your story also matters. And friend, it is always so beautiful to be able to see such beautiful brands come together, all in the name of making sure that our future, the youth, really does have their voice taken out there, and the fact that they know that they are seen. And if you, my friend, are sitting there going, how can I get to Redfest? It's so easy. Let me tell you. All of the event details and tickets are on www.redfest.co.za. You can also head on over to Ticket Pro, and that is where you can come and join us and have a great time at Redfest. And I think it's the best way to celebrate this Youth Day weekend. I mean, it's a long weekend, so come on down, come and be a part of it, and let's make sure that indeed the youth does know that their story does matter with Absa.
Absolutely love that. And as we always say, and we will keep saying till the day that we die, your story does matter. But right now, your story could get an extra chapter and a few extra randellas. If you play Daily Lotto, there is an estimated 450,000 Rand up for grabs today. Klein Vrydag indeed, but it's still this Thursday. So don't get left behind. Please play. How can they do it?
Listen, we've got the plug for you. So you can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app. You've got cell phone banking, and you can also do the following. Dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs.
Easy peasy, and we'll keep those details up on the Expresso social so you can check them out, and then Panda Pusher play Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand in the jackpot today. You could win big. Think of your meal prep. Hey, that's the next 3 years with the protein sorted.
If you could meal prep with 450,000 Rand, you'll be living like a king. But maybe we can live like a king right now, because we're going to bring meal prep right to you, Mzansi. We're talking about how exactly you can eat better to feel better. And I think meal prep has definitely got its place in this one.
Because it's the ultimate biohack, right?
It is, man.
It's something you can do every single day.
It's the fuel we need. It's like active medicine. And we're going to start off with a lentil soup, I believe.
That starts with a mirepoix. Okay, just start practicing saying that. So exactly.
Mirepoix.
Just say it and you'll sound
just
really
with
intelligent.
Confidence. Mirepoix. Bring it on. See you around the corner. Whatever that is.
That's exactly what it means.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Come into my warm embrace. Think of it as like a big national hug I'm giving you right now, because we need it. We need a little extra comfort, and we all know a warm bowl of soup feels like a hug when you're feeling low. But what if your comfort food could actually help you bounce back faster, or maybe be more resilient from the start? Well, today, a registered dietitian, Tessa Hill, is dishing out the immune-smart hacks that show how winter comfort food can also be smart food, from key nutrients to some easy kitchen swaps. We're going to be literally cooking up some practical advice for a healthier winter. I'm so glad you're here. So first of all, Tessa, how are you? You seem very vital and healthy.
Yes, always.
Your diet, it must be. It must be your diet. I have this feeling that as soon as we start seeing adverts for flu medicine, we start getting sick in winter.
Everyone gets worried.
Yeah, it's like a psychosomatic rhythm that we get into.
Yeah.
But let's push back, and we can use food to do it in the most dramatic way. So what are those nutrients? If we are going to be cooking up something, and we love our comfort food at this time of the year with good reason, what nutrients need to be in there?
Well, we all know about vitamin C, right? So citrus fruits, broccoli, red peppers, so especially when you come to the soups.
And I remember red pepper having an extremely high.
Yeah, especially the red one compared to like the green.
And it tastes better.
Yeah, exactly. Then you've also got your zinc, which you find in your proteins and your seeds and your legumes, so your lentils specifically, as well as your vitamin D, which you find in fatty fish and your mushrooms. So actually take your mushrooms and put them in the sun when you do get them, because they actually increase the vitamin D content when you put them under the sun.
Just like us.
Like sunbathing, exactly.
Oh, wow. And even
Very
though the sun's been kind of taken away from us a little bit now, certainly at this time of the day, I love that, because that's like a hack that you can lean on immediately.
100%.
Absolutely love that. So many of the things that you're talking about can easily be, and what I love about a slow cook or a stew is that you can just put a lot in.
Definitely.
So how can we represent this immune-boosting nutrient load in our slow cooks, in our stews? How would you recommend approaching
Yes, definitely. So just like you said, add as much variety as possible, and this is the best way to get in all the vegetables, even the ones that you don't like, add them in. And then think about your vitamin A, vitamin A vegetables too. So spinach, your carrots, your sweet potatoes, because that also helps a little bit more with your skin health too, and especially inside as well.
Oh, wow.
And then when you think about a casserole dish or even a curry or stew, think about your fatty fish, so oily fish, because of the omega-3 boost as well as vitamin D. So it's a really nice alternative to use versus just always sticking to chicken or your red meat.
100%. And I'm finding that connection with having young children, the omega connection is unlocking all sorts of things.
Yeah.
I was joking with Ryle earlier, but this kind of feels like nutrition is the ultimate biohack, because it's not something that you've got to fast for 5 days to be able to unlock. You make a change today, you will feel the change today. I love that. So in advance for today and the next 7 days, if I want to meal prep, and especially with young people in the house, because they're often the petri dish. They're the carrier monkeys that go to creche or go to school and then come back with it.
Yeah.
What would you recommend in that space? What can we prep in advance? How would you look at that?
Definitely. So for me, soup is the way to go in winter.
Love it.
And then you can either keep it veggie based, but I mean, and add in tons of things like lentils or beans or chickpeas. It's like, you know, they're the best nutrient powerhouse. Lots of fiber, lots of protein. Obviously, because we know fiber feeds your gut, which also helps your immune system.
And that's where it all begins,
Exactly.
I am told, is that, and it's not just from an emotional perspective, you know, there's a reason why we get a gut feeling, but it's a nerve center.
100%, and it's so linked to your immune system as well. And then, I mean, when I personally do meal prepping, I'm cooking my proteins as well as batching a cook of grains and having roasted veggies in the oven. So like, you know, cook once, clean once, but eat many times.
I like that, because also you might need different things on different days. So you give yourself a bit of kind of liquidity in that variety. I love that. And that often, I think, is where people fall short. It's great when you're motivated and you're seeing results, but not all the phases like that, or every phase. And you know, if you can make it a bit more interesting, it can help people stick to it. A warm cup of tea seems to have the psychosomatic effect that I want, but a warm cuppa, there's something about that. What other modes can we kind of feed our system, kind of look for the right kind of nutrients? What would you recommend going through the heart of this winter?
So definitely warm drinks. Our bodies crave warm foods in winter because it's naturally using more energy to stay warm. So I think a lot of warm food definitely has that comforting
I hadn't
effect.
thought about that you're losing your own heat.
Yeah. So I
when
don't
you
know
eat.
if you've eaten a salad in summer and you eat the exact same meal salad in winter, it doesn't have the same effect. Like you still feel hungry afterwards.
Wow.
So I always say to my clients, shift from salads to soups, for instance, as well, just to kind of get a little bit more of that warm nourishment feeling too. But definitely your hot teas, just maybe think about I don't know, I love adding my sliced ginger, right, as well. It's a very antimicrobial.
Ginger turmeric.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you've heard of this golden latte where they use a basis that's called golden, turmeric milk, basically.
Yeah.
So again, you're getting one of those immune boosters in your hot drinks. It's amazing.
And this is quite cheeky, and I'm sorry, it's always very self-indulgent with me, these kind of discussions, but if you had to think of a lunchbox treat or something that can't be cooked or sent, I'd love to send my son with a soup to school just for the humorous value, but what would you recommend parents do for their kids in that space?
You mean to
for
take
lunch
something...
boxes and those sorts of things, the healthy snacks that are going to keep them healthy and strong?
Yeah, well, I mean, Nick, you spoke a little bit about omega-3, so think around your nuts, walnuts, for instance, mixed seeds, pumpkin seeds, a bit of a trail mix even. I don't know.
Biltong.
Yeah, exactly. I would also, again, if your kids are cold at school, maybe even take a flask and put soup in there. I mean, it sounds a bit extreme, but I think they'll really enjoy it. So.
Oh, I love it. I'm just thinking my son went into school this morning, I think at 5:15 with Pauline, the absolute angel who looks after all the boys at his particular school, with my Father's Day flask, so he could go have hot chocolate to start his day.
Exactly.
So you've just validated my existence. Thank you so much for that. No, you're absolutely amazing. Any other advice that you kind of come across in these winter months? Because I'm sure it's not just about the food when you're comforting people through this time.
So make sure that you get enough sleep, right? When you sleep, your gut allows to rest and recover and just kind of consolidate the day. So you notice if you don't sleep well for a few days, you start getting a bit of a sniffle because your immune system's taken a bit of a knock. It hasn't had enough time to rest. And then keep your body moving, exercise, really important.
Use it or lose it, baby.
Yeah, and get lots of fresh air. The reason why we get sick often is because we're inside all the time, and that's when all the bugs tend to just
And the cold air doesn't necessarily make you sick. It's the bugs that make you sick. So don't just shy away from them. I mean, wrap up if you have to. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay strong. I hope I haven't jinxed you now during this time, but it really does help to know that you've got health and wellness sitting in your pantry and you can load it. Winter wellness doesn't have to be bland as well. You can make it interesting, you can make it delicious, and with the right ingredients and yes, a little bit of love, your meals can help your body heal and thrive and be more resilient when needed. And if you're feeling under the weather right now, remember to speak to your pharmacist about the brilliant Adcock Ingram OTC Winter Survival Pack. It'll help you feel better just for that moment that you need the body to kick in. Designed to help you manage all of those seasonal symptoms and get you back to your best and feeling fantastic. And if you want more expert tips and healthy recipe inspiration, I suggest you visit beprepared365.co.za. And of course, an added bonus just to work on the psychosomatic, you stand the chance of winning 2,000 Rand as well. So to do that, reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us whether you usually get a wet or a dry cough when you get hit with a cold or flu in winter. And don't forget to use hashtag Adcock OTC Winter. Those entries close this Sunday. We'll get a lot of entries. People need the money right now. So please go and see the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. All right, I think it's time to get into the kitchen to see how we can whip up one of these beautiful immune-boosting meals for ourselves.
Booyah! As we put the stove on, you know what that sound means. It's time to have some fun in the kitchen, joined by this beautiful one. Jenny Morris, how are you doing?
Live TV hugs.
Always grateful for them, and thank you so much for coming through this morning because we've just had an incredible conversation, and now we get to tuck into what looks like a rainbow. So Mzansi, I hope you're ready for it because, let's be honest, there's nothing like a steaming bowl of comfort to chase away the winter chill. And a hearty vegan lentil stew, I think, does it all. So this is something wholesome, it's flavor-packed, and it's it's loaded with nutrients. And we're going to be joined by Jenny Morris herself, who's stirring up this nourishing winter winner, while our dietitian, who we just heard all about, Tessa Hill, will be sharing why this plant-powered stew is a great choice for a winter immune boost. So it's not just one beautiful soul, but we are making it too. So just come in here, and thank you again for that incredible conversation. Really, really educating. But sorry, have you guys met? No? Well, officially, say hello. And these are two queens in the kitchen right now, so a lot of pizzazz coming at you. But I think we're going to kind of go through the meal.
Pot going.
Yeah, let's get the pot going. I had one job. Okay, I did it right. I did get the pot on, and then I'm gonna probably just be asking you as many questions as I can, because I'm officially the unregistered dietitian. So I'm hopefully trying to get fully educated here.
Are you the food guru in the group?
I try to like do as much as I can, constantly reading, constantly experimenting on myself.
Cool.
But I am aware that everybody's body responds differently to certain foods. We all have different intolerances. But at the base of it all, there's a lot of good things that we can use as medicine when it comes to food, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You were talking about warmth.
Yes.
Warm meals. Why is that so important?
It's so interesting. So in winter, our bodies need to use more energy to stay warm, right?
Yeah.
So your body temperature naturally elevates. So what happens is that you just get hungrier, right? I don't know about you, but everyone gets major cravings in winter.
I thought it was just me. Okay,
no.
yes, we're not alone.
Like I said, like you can eat a meal that you always eat in summer, and then in winter you go, I just eat this little extra. Like there's something missing. So the idea is your body kind of tends to want to eat more warm food. So this is why this beautiful vegan lentil stew, soups, curries, all the warm, gorgeous things that just keep you nice and warm. That's kind of what your body craves, and it's much more satisfying having that too.
Satiety,
You said the most important thing about a base, because this is called a mirepoix.
That's the word I've been trying to get all day.
Trinity.
She used it earlier. What does that mean?
That means your onions, your celery, and your carrots. And then he said satiety.
Yeah.
And when I see a lentil, I think brain, I think gut, I think fiber, I think heart. Oh, I just think everything with a lentil. I love lentils.
So, Jenny, what have you done so far before we get too distracted in the conversation with regards to the recipe? How are you putting this together?
Okay, so what I have, as I said, I've put the mirepoix. I've got oil, onions, I've got garlic. I'm releasing flavors with the lovely smoked paprika and the cumin. Once again, as you know, antibacterial, lovely cumin, such a beautiful spice. And I'll put the salt and pepper right at the end because I want it's being a pulse. You want to not. The salt sometimes just inhibits.
It hardens it.
It hardens it.
Harder to cook.
Yes.
That makes sense. Right. Well, while you're at that, I want to talk about a few of the ingredients here if you can, because lentils are always at the forefront of like hearty meals. But I'm sure there's a lot more nutritional value in this. I only know it from the perspective of like, if you're looking for a protein alternative, then lentils will do that.
100%.
Macronutrients I'm good at, but micro, what else is going on here?
So,
do you know?
So, you mean like when you think about beans, we think about fiber, as Jenny had already mentioned about the gut. And the really cool thing about your legumes is that they also contain non-heme iron.
Okay,
so really good source of iron. And the great thing is Jenny's actually adding tomatoes, right? And vitamin C, which we also know is good for your immune system, also can activate and allow for us to absorb the iron better.
And it's better for boys when it's cooked.
Exactly.
The tomato. Yes.
Okay.
So
is a tomato a fruit or veg, just by the way? Because this is a big conundrum.
So technically it's a fruit because it's got a seed in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I generally put it with my salad ingredients.
Everyone has it with like the veggies.
I'd already put it in my fruit smoothie in the morning. But you do get different tastes, so.
Gotcha. Now listen, Zanzi, while we're having an incredible conversation over here, here's a reminder that what's going on is incredible. An opportunity for you to thrive in winter. And I think with Adcock Ingram, they're offering a comprehensive range of winter wellness solutions that's designed to support the entire family, especially during these seasons. We're talking about cold and flu season. It is here. So everything from sore throats and body aches to coughs and fevers, Adcock Ingram has you covered with pharmacists' trusted solutions and everything that will help you tackle the most common winter symptoms. And on top of this, Adcock Ingram's OTC Winter Survival Pack brings together all the must-haves for making the season. So it's making it easy to be prepared for winter, whatever it throws your way. So there's a focus on holistic wellness. Adcock Ingram helps ensure that families can navigate winter with confidence, with comfort, and with effective relief. So with a meal like this, I think it definitely adds to that entourage effect of tackling winter right now. Jenny, what else went into this? I might have missed those steps.
Oh, that's okay, darling. Gosh, I'm suffering from memory loss. Don't talk nonsense. We have got the tomato, pulp tomato that we've put in. And
Our fruit.
yeah,
I'm saying it.
Our
Put our fruit in
it's
there.
our fruit. And because we soften the lentils, you can cheat a little bit sometimes. You can nuke them if you like. If you're in a hurry and you want to cook very quickly for time.
To be honest,
and pre-soak.
tinned lentils as
Yes,
well.
you
If
can.
you really like on a time budget.
You can
There's levels to it. Yeah, there's levels to it.
I mean, this is like the best ways to
I love it
dry
because I love the fibre and the texture and things like that.
Actually, almost has a kind of like a meaty texture as well.
Yes,
Once
yes,
it cooked, once
yes.
it cooks
It
through.
does, it absorbs more flavour for me because it hasn't been tainted. Nothing wrong with a can because you can with a can.
Yeah.
But I like it like this.
Definitely, especially when it's a stew because it can just kind of cook through. I mean, even cooking it in a pressure cooker is amazing.
And we're always adding heat to things. Is that a health benefit or just to keep us warm?
Well, we need to make sure that we cook the lentils through, otherwise it can cause a bit of...
Sorry, by heat, I actually mean spice. Sorry. That was a bit ambiguous. I meant the paprika. Sorry about that.
No, but as Tess says, certain things, as you know, release better when they're cooked. It's like a potato. Raw potato ain't very, very good for you, but the minute you start cooking it, the benefits increase.
But the spices are good too, definitely. I mean, if you think about a lot of them have antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties too. So ginger, turmeric, your garlic, lemon, onion.
And cumin, don't forget
Can
the
you
cumin,
just
girl.
stick around for the couple of weeks and months that we're out here? But thank you to both of our queens right here in the kitchen. Mzansi, you can find this recipe at expresso.com, and I really want to encourage you to treat yourself to a nourishing winter meal. You've heard all about how it kickstarts this beautiful vessel you've been blessed with, so why not thrive? Because winter wellness starts in the kitchen, and I think thanks to Jenny's hearty vegan lentil stew, and a big thanks to that one. It's the perfect example of comfort meeting care. So don't forget to speak to your pharmacist about the Adcock Ingram OTC Winter Survival Pack, which is your family's go-to for the cold and flu season essentials. And you can visit beprepared365.co.za for more. And here's a reminder that you also stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand. And it's so simple. Just simply reply to our competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us whether you usually get a wet or dry cough when you get hit with a cold or flu. And don't forget to use the hashtag AdcockOTCWinter in your answer, and the entries close on Sunday. Your T's and C's can be found at expresso.com. Again, to both our queens, thank you, gracias, and I think I'm ready to thrive this winter. You are too. Nicely done. This is smelling good, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a beautiful morning here on Expresso, especially because we got Cowboii in the building. And Mzansi, this weekend is Father's Day, in case you may have forgotten. Cowboii, talk to me. Your father, what would you say to him right now just to celebrate Father's Day?
I'd like to say thank you for believing in me, and I love you. I love you, Doug.
Oh, much love, Dad. I love that. And that's the thing about dads. When they believe in you, you feel like you can do anything. And this is why Graham, as well as, of course, none other than the amazing Rao, are going to be actually celebrating their fathers right here on Expresso. And then we're also going to be getting a performance from the one, the only Cowboii. Don't go anywhere.
In celebration of World Herb and Spice Day, we're giving you the chance to win a flavor-packed Cape Herb and Spice hamper to take your cooking to the next level. To enter, simply tell us how Cape Herb and Spice has helped you spice up your cooking game. Don't forget to use hashtag Cape Herb and Spice in your answer. Competition closes Friday the 13th of June. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, let's take a moment. Take a pause, okay, to honor the quiet strength, the steady hands, the endless, and I promise you it is endless, love of the fathers and those father figures who have helped shape who and what we are.
Absolutely. This is our moment to cherish, to celebrate, and this is Father's Day, where we say thank you. And it's not just for what they have done and continue to do, but for who they are.
I love that, man. So I'm going to put it to you, and maybe you guys can think about this at home. Advice, okay?
Yeah.
And I think we come from generations where males weren't as open, emotionally connected, but that doesn't mean it's not a good man who is providing an example.
And that's what I learned from my dad. He's old school, man. They don't really converse with words. They used actions. And I think the best advice I ever got from my dad was his consistency. The way he communicated that no matter what he was doing or what he was caught up in, he would always show up. Show up at work, show up for his family, show up for me whenever I needed him. And he didn't have to say anything, but just by showing me as a father, it kind of taught me what consistency meant, what showing up meant as a man. And I think that's probably one of the best pieces of advice I was able to absorb.
Well, think about it. From age, 0 till 8, pretty much, you've got mirror neurons that are only learning by what you see, not what
Monkey
you
see,
hear.
monkey do, yeah.
So, advice given probably means nothing. It's what you see and what you model. And clearly, you've got it right, man.
Such a thanks to Dad for that one. Thanks,
you got something right there, man.
So if I was to ask you this question, because it is quite a loaded one, but like, what does fatherhood actually mean to you? Because we have an idea of it. We have some things that we strive towards, but now that you're living it and experiencing it, has that changed for you?
Do you want the long or the short answer, bro? Because I've only got a long answer. So, no, you basically have all the food that you eat on your plate taken from you after the child has said that they won't eat it for themselves. So just get used to that. No. The funny thing is about being a dad, it's got very little to do with your kids. To be quite honest. It's got absolutely everything to do with yourself, holding up a mirror, holding yourself accountable, and working on your own stuff, your baggage, whatever you want to frame that as,
all of it,
because you don't want to hand that over. It's as simple as that. And I feel this generation and yours as the incumbent have an opportunity not to carry that generational wealth, that trauma, all of that nonsense that men unfortunately feel so locked into. A feeling. Just a feeling that's not processed can stay with you for 7 years. And if you think of, and trauma for your whole life, it can define you. So you've got a lot of dads out there and a lot of father figures who feel duty-bound to give back, to protect based on what's happened to them, but they haven't gone back there themselves. And don't expect them to go and heal his inner child immediately. That's a very different, hectic process. You know what I'm saying? So I think to make your dad feel special in that sense, just make him feel validated. Thank him, push those kinds of buttons, or buy him some Biltong maybe. Just a little bit of
man,
Biltong
I think
goes
this
a
is
long,
what it's
long
about.
way.
So if I was to say anything, I think I would just say thank you, Dad, just for showing up, for being someone that is accountable, for being someone that is a provider, and for being a man that definitely inspired and created this.
Completely. It's all the father figures that have helped me on my way and tried their best to keep me in some kind of shape. I wish that I could go to all of you right now and give you all of this. I love doing a deep dive like this. Earlier this week, we asked you guys at home to let us know what you value most about your dad or those father figures in your life. So we thought we'd take a look at some of the beautiful, amazing comments.
So first up, we've got Retabile Evelyn, who said, my dad shaped how I view love and time. He's taught me that when you love something, you give it time and you spend time on it. Now, throughout my life, my dad has gone out of his way to be present in my life, even as an adult, in university and in different provinces. Now, he would call me on a random day to ask me what time my classes end so that he could drive from Limpopo to Pretoria to take me out for lunch or dinner.
Come on.
He would drive just to bring me food, even though he sent me money not too long ago. He calls me on a regular basis to check on me and to see how I am holding up. He knew that medical school is quite heavy, and he made sure we have mental health checks. I appreciate him a lot. I know not everyone has a father that goes out of their way to just be there for their children, but because of him, I know love and the importance of time, and I will never take either for granted. Hashtag Woolies Father's
Wow,
Day.
Rita,
Wow.
Billy. Gee whiz.
Beautiful.
Oh, Joseph Hartley weighing in saying, I value my father. He's providing safety and security, offering guidance and direction, modeling positive behavior, and showing unconditional love and support. Now, he often acts as a protector, teacher and a role model, shaping my life's development and well-being. Hashtag Woolies Father's Day, indeed.
Oh, beautiful messages, and we're
Biltong.
not stopping with them right now. We got Shirley Stiergesgrant, who says, what I value most about my father is that he is the rock of the family. I can always go to him when I need help. He has a great personality, and he is the kindest person ever.
You mean like The Rock?
Hashtag Woolies Father's Day. Yeah,
Oh.
just like The Rock,
Oh,
man.
well, let's see if we can help you reward your dad. We've got a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away. To enter, you've got to find the Woolies competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages, and then share your favorite memory with your pops or that father figure in your life. Don't forget to include hashtag Woolies Father's Day to qualify, and that competition closes on Sunday, the 15th of June. But T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. All the best of luck.
Yeah, now we are officially wishing all our viewers a happy Father's Day weekend filled with love, filled with laughter, and absolutely unforgettable moments shared with the special people in your life. And remember to shop all your Father's Day gifts and treats at Woolies, available in-store, online, and of course on the app. Good luck.
Biltong. Biltong, Zanele. Now, we've got a lot coming up. I think we called it a Klein Fredag for a reason. Let's get the party started.
Yow!
Thanks. Right now, I am waiting for us to all be blown away by the king that is Cowboii. Friends, I told you earlier on, if you don't know his name just yet, you're going to leave your Feel Good Breakfast show knowing exactly who he is. Taking over the world in the Amapiano scene. Let's give it up for Cowboii with Tsokolo.
Asa. Marika kupo mama akupo. Iti ay easy. 1, 2, 3. Iti kakupo mama kakupo. Tsokolo iteniti le. Liba tu bapejagan. Abanya kikalilota. Marika kupo mama kakupo. Tsokolo iteniti le. Liba tu bapejagan. Abanya kikalilota kama. Benile ngome zokhuluma nabahlukumeza umoya wami. Lesile sikhathe sokukhuthaza ubhuti notata nomama wami. Ngathela ukugibela inhloko benza abakuthandayo ngami. Kakubo wera masedi re khopela matale madi. Uthatha mona ubima. Ulata mona waiwa. Re rapela wena re tshepile wena o re sireletsa ka mihla yohle. Sicele nkosini konke. Sothandaza size spop ngeke basibime noma sebazama ngathi bathunyelwe beze ngamaxuthi webafana ngeke nlungekini mashaya cash no deposit bazonda ukungibona ngikhuphuka fast kodwa kuyafana into edaliwe webafana ngeke nlungekini ngashaya cash no deposit bazonda ukungibona ngikhuphuka fast kodwa kuyafana njalo mtanami Ithethile nabantu bakukhupha zinhliziyo sisakhula thula mntanami thula mntanami Ithethile nabantu bakukhupha zinhliziyo sisakhula thula mntanami ayompilo lena impi siphila ngobungozi nasebusuku khale izimfene basithumezela imfene thula mntanami ayompilo lena impi siphila ngobungozi nasebusuku khale izimfene basithumezela imfene thula mntanami othini bakala makalo karena bagata magato karena bagata buloyi karena tsohle morena ke rena morena thusa ye ke morena thusa ye Iti kakupo mama kakupo Tsokolo iteni tileke Libatu babechakana Abanyaki kadilotaka Kakupo mama kakupo Tsokolo iteni tileke Libatu babechakana Abanyaki kadilotaka Kire kakupo
You can run your mouth, but don't ever count me out. It ain't hard to tell who run this out. They know we up but not around. Yeah, growing up I had a wish. I always wanted to do it like this. Rapping is cool, I'm trying to make hits. I stood on business cause I couldn't see it. Yeah, swim with the sharks, that water was deep. Pray to the Lord, my soul to keep. He versus me, nobody to beat. Walk in the storm, my soul on the feet. If it was meant for me, they call it destiny. My life was testing me, others arresting me. But want just a taste for me. Kukude kaya, ngale kwezindaba, kunini iskala, ngeke ngifele ubala. I gotta go hard, say thank you to God, and got me this far. I became a star. I've been saying no one overcharged. Stay true to yourself and know who you are. Otini, bakwala makalo karina, bakata makato karina, barata boloi karina. Totle morena kirina, morena tusa ye. Kiriye morena tusa ye. Ashame tukude kaya, ngale kwezindaba, kunini iskala, ngeke ngifele ubala. I gotta go hard, say thank you to God, that got me this far. I became a star. I've been saying no one overcharged. Stay true to yourself and know who you are. Mama kakupo, Sopolo itinitili, libatu wabajagana, abaya hakika dilota hakashala.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And hello, let's start feeling even better because we've got something to talk about and celebrate, especially when your workout partner, your wellness coach, and style accessory all come in one sleek package. Now, that is smart living. So whether you're chasing personal best, tracking your sleep, or just want your tech to match your outfit, wearables have come a long way, if I do say so myself. And I think leading the charge, it's the all-new Huawei Watch Fit 4 series, now available in South Africa. So joining us in studio to chat about all things fitness, function and fashion, we have Rob Cilliers in the building, our editor-in-chief of Men's Health magazine. We've also got Reese Meyer, a tech entrepreneur, and more importantly, the pedal enthusiast of the country. That's official, he said I must say this. And then we also got Sandra Nkopo, a product specialist from Huawei Technologies, South Africa. So with this esteemed panel, firstly, let me ask you, how are y'all doing?
Well, thanks.
I'm good. Y'all are looking, your wrists are looking good.
Yes.
Your wrists are looking really good. But Sandra, let me dive straight into this. This is very exciting. We're talking about the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro.
Yes.
Hello now, it looks incredible. What are the differences between the Watch Fit 4 Pro and the general sort of Watch Fit 4 range, essentially?
So first and foremost, I was really surprised by this watch.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because the Pro is combined with titanium as well as sapphire. And we also have great sport modes on the Watch Fit 4 Pro, right?
Nice.
But also in the same breath, you are getting Pro features on a wearable that is not even that expensive. We normally reserve these Pro features for the expensive wearables, so we care about all our customers. But also with the Watch Fit 4, it's an absolutely amazing wearable as well. It's actually good for everyday well-being, wellness tracking rather, and it's light. Very light, comfortable on one's wrist. Also in the same breath, it's got all your essentials and it looks great. It makes you look great. You know what they say? When you look good, you feel good.
Yeah,
when you feel good, you do good. But with the Pro, we've added a more advanced sports mode. We've got golf, we've got diving, we do have trail running, professional trail running. We also have offline maps. So it's packed with amazing features that we get mostly on high-end
I love
wearables.
that. So that's going to give me more sports-specific accuracy based on the movements I'm actually doing, which is going to give me better insights into what's actually going on here. I love that.
Coach.
I love that. And the fact that you're speaking about the titanium means that scratches aren't going to be such a big thing. Someone like me is a nature boy that's scuffing around all in nature. I need to get one of these, clearly. Reese, a paddle enthusiast, bro. I love the fact that you are doing a game that everybody is loving right now, and I can see why.
Yeah.
The fact that you are going from tech, you co-founding a business, you're playing on the court. Obviously, there's a full-day wearability that's needed for this. How's the comfort? How's it feeling in all these different spaces that you're wearing them?
100%. I think the one thing for me is like having a watch that can do it all. So
Yeah.
when you're on the paddle court, you know you're going to be running. Sometimes you're going to be hitting the cage. And you want to have a watch like this nylon strap. Super lightweight. The body of this watch itself is also super lightweight. So you're able to go, and it's water resistant as well. So like you're able to have that flexibility as well. Tracking, there is a paddle feature on here, so you can actually start. So before your game, generally everybody, they pull out their watch and they start. So now you can see and actually track how many calories you're burning. You can monitor your heart rate. And the one cool feature that I'm really in love with is the fact that it tells you your mood. So when you stress, it literally tells you mood, and that forces you to slow down, and that picks it up via its heart rate monitoring.
Oh my word, talk about valuable insights right there, man. And the fact that we don't need to now navigate between, okay, what's similar to paddle? Tennis, badminton, oh, we got the perfect option here. Love this. Rob, listen, looking all regal and stuff here.
Thank you.
You're not just a man that looks good, but you are out there hustling, you're doing the most, you're editing, you're everywhere. You need battery life, right? And this is something I've been craving in a watch. Is this meeting your demands? Because, bro, you're literally everywhere and you're doing the most.
So, at minimum a glass a week, 10 days.
A week?
Easily.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
I also travel a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just got time to charge your battery all the time, take extra cables. You want to wear your watch all the time so you can track your sleep. And then, you know, most people take their watch off, so they charge it overnight. And
Yes, you've got to choose between, do I sleep or do I track my sleep and charge
This
it?
is like, can keep you going for 10 days, without a doubt. And, you know, it keeps you active, keeps you on top of it, so...
And when it comes to that sort of like, let's say, work-life balance, right? I mean, me especially, I'm looking for something that can fit for emceeing gigs, working on the show, but then also getting to the fitness scene. I see y'all got different straps, and I see there's options as well. But when it comes to that sort of all-day durability and wear, is it fitting with your lifestyle?
Oh, 100%, because it's not just about your physical activity.
Yeah.
It's, like Reese says, it's about your mood. You know, every morning when I wake up, I check how much while I've slept, my anxiety levels, and then you can just, you know, take it from there. It starts the day off brilliant. Some nights you think, like, I've hardly slept, and you go, actually, my quality sleep was like 84%. You know, I can motivate myself to get through the day.
Great insights. It's like the dashboard to your life is right there. Sandra, for South Africans, it's in South Africa. It's officially here. Is this the watch for South Africans? Because I can't think of a reason as to why it wouldn't be.
Listen, it's fashion, it's innovative, it's thin, so absolutely. One thing about this wearable is that it's powered for fashion, like I mentioned, but also it's also powered with performance. So we are making sure that we are a personal coach, your personal best friend, as well as a personal doctor. Don't miss the doctor. Just going to let you know that, listen, it's time to go to the doctor. But also in the same breath, it's really for the South Africans because it's tough as titanium. It's light as a feather, I promise you. It's light as a feather, and it's just a wearable that actually works for you, and we want things that work for our customers, so we create wearables that work for our customers.
We want more. That's what Steph is saying. And more has arrived.
Definitely.
Sandra, Rob, thank you so much for giving us every reason to get excited, to get involved in this. I think every South African's going to love it. And it feels like if you were looking at all the little fairies that help you in life, you've gathered them all from the forest, put it into a watch, and you've given us to us personally. So thank you so much for getting the hype going. And I think whether you're hitting the trails, diving into new goals, or just trying to stay on top of your day, the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro is designed to keep up with your lifestyle. It's smart, it's sleek, and it's seriously powerful, like we've just heard. And I think it's time to wear the future on your wrist. That's the only problem. I don't have one yet. So whether you are going to give it to yourself or anything in terms of an opportunity, this is your opportunity to get yours on your wrist. And listen, an opportunity gets bigger because one lucky viewer stands a chance at winning a Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro valued at 4,999 Rand. And it's really simple to enter. Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram, or X pages and answer this easy question. We want you to tell us why you think the titanium alloy design of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro is such a game changer. And don't forget to include the hashtag Huawei Watch Fit 4 series and the hashtag tough as titanium in your answers. Now here's a reminder, competition closes at midday on Friday the 13th of June. T's and C's do apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. But listen, if you're not going to win one, just buy one. It is so affordable and so powerful. Speaking of powerful, let's keep the power going, baby. This show is rocking. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, friends, I am so obsessed with what's happening this morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Why? There's just so many different things we're celebrating and having fun with. And one we can celebrate is that Beauty University is on its way and you need to be there. Why? Because, my friend, the biggest and best hair product brand is going to be there. I'm talking about Dark and Lovely. I grew up using it, still use it to this day, and I know you did as well. And this is why today we're talking to Mongi Manqele from Dark and Lovely to hear what they're bringing to Beauty University. Let's give her a Feel Good welcome. My Bongi, how are you?
Gapila, how are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. You're looking beautiful and bright and
so
purple.
much.
Talk to me, my beautiful. What is it that we are expecting as the people that are going to be enrolling at Beauty University when it comes to Dark and Lovely?
This is a very exciting one for us because, you know, we've been wanting to give our consumers such an in-depth understanding of, first of all, our scientific ingredients, but most importantly, you're going to be able to experience the analysis that has to do with your scalp and your hair. We're going to have so many hair consultants that you can talk to about the right routine for your hair, the right product for your hair, and what exactly is contributing to everything that you're experiencing with your hair. So it's pretty exciting from all of that analysis and walking away with that in-depth knowledge so that you can have the most beautiful hair ever.
I love that. And that's what you guys want for us, which I love. And India Ari said, I am not my hair, but I am my hair. Because when I didn't have a hairline, I was going through a lot, okay? But you guys, you got the Pro Collection, which is 100% just something that is so powerful. But what exactly is it that makes it so powerful, that allows for the hair to grow the way that it does?
So before I answer that, I actually want to explain how we got here.
Okay.
So basically, we went through extensive research because at Dark and Lovely, we love the consumer. And we found out that close to 50% of the Black South African women suffer from thinning hairline or thinning hair or hair breakage. So we put together a complex system that has one of our, of course, our favorite ingredient like castor oil, as well as rosemary extract and salicylic acid. But the most important one is stemoxidine. So stemoxidine, if I could put it in my own words, imagine a fertilizer. Okay. And your scalp is actually the soil and your hair is the grass. So what stemoxidine does is that it actually assists your hair. If your hair would actually produce one hair strand, 2 hair strands can pop up because of stemoxidine. In instances where your scalp, you know, it's been through the tugging and the pulling and the product and
like with the braids.
No hair and and no hair is actually growing anymore. What stemoxidine does, it actually promotes growth within that area. So for that, all of that amazingness, we said consumers have to have this. And that's one of the most powerful things we put in this product.
That's incredible. It's stemoxidine.
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 Yes. Stemoxidine.
See, I'm I'm already learning. I'm not even at beauty university yet. I love that. Now, Bongi, I know as well that, you know, your hair experts, like you said, are going to be there. What exactly are they going to be diving into?
So they're going to be diving more specifically to scalp health, because a healthy scalp is healthy hair. We're going to have some scientific tools that get to analyze your scalp and tell you exactly what you need. How should you be using your products and how should you be using them together? What routine should you be using? Should you be washing your hair every week or every second week? How often should you use hair food? What type of oil moisturizer you should be using for your hair? Because you think you know. Trust me, you don't know.
And I don't. You're not lying, Bongi. I don't. I don't know how many times I need to. I just put on every day almost. I know. That's just me. Hoping for the best, honestly. But Bongi, that's really incredible. I mean, even now, I'm really keen just to come and sit and hear about what it is my hair actually needs.
I can't wait to have you.
I can't wait to be there. But that's why we also want everyone else to be there. Talk to us about ticket sales and everything else.
Absolutely. So it is so easy and it's so cool to actually get a ticket. All you need to do is actually purchase the Dark and Lovely Pro Collection serum, as well as the Dark and Lovely Pro Collection oil. And then you take a snapshot of your till slip and you WhatsApp it to the number that is on the screen or available on our social media pages. It's that easy. And it's the very same products that you can bring with you, or it's the same products that you're actually going to be educated on. So it's a win-win, actually.
Yes.
You get products and the show.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, Bongi, you guys have been doing such an incredible job. I mean, even with your brand ambassadors and everything, it's been amazing. But also, you've been doing an incredible job of looking after our hair, and we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. We are absolutely honored.
Of course, and we can't wait to see you at Beauty University.
Yes.
You're the Chancellor of Hair. There it is. I love that. No, thank you. All protocol observed, all right? Now listen, Mzansi, you heard how easy it is to be a part of Beauty University. It's going to be all things beauty, all things hair. And of course, it's Dark and Lovely, the ones we've always trusted with our hair, just to make it stronger. But this time around, they're also allowing us to become stronger in terms of our knowledge of how we can best look after it. So you heard Bongi, all you gotta go do is get your Pro Collection serum, your Pro Collection oil, you take a picture of your till slip and you send it through to the WhatsApp line. And just like that, you could be finding yourself at Beauty University, baby, all in the name of getting that hair looking absolutely stunning and having that beauty with confidence that you deserve with Dark and Lovely.
New Pro Collection by Dark and Lovely with a dose of root to tip renewal for 10 times stronger hair with Pro Renew Complex to purify the scalp, promotes fuller hair, strengthens and retains hair lengths for superior results on natural and relaxed hair. Dark and Lovely Pro Collection, exclusively at Clicks.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back to a good conversation, a healthy conversation, and one that I think you should definitely pay attention to right now, because listen, we all want to feel our best, right? But sometimes traditional medicine only treats the symptoms and not the cause root. Now, that's where functional medicine comes in. And today we are joined by Dr. Angelique Oliveira, a functional medical doctor, as well as Laura Johnston, the CEO of Phytoceutics and Integrative Nutrition, a health coach at that, and someone who's going to unpack the holistic approach to health. And this is something I think we are all trying to discern between what is actually fact and what is fiction in this world. So, Angelique, if I can ask you firstly, when it comes to medicine, I think it shapes our forms, it shapes the way we are doing things, but functional medicine is becoming a hot topic. What exactly is this all about?
Functional medicine is about a science-based approach. It's a personalized approach to healthcare that looks at the root cause of illness. So it looks at the person as a whole. In functional medicine, we combine the best of conventional medicine with a deep dive into lifestyle, nutrition, genetics, and emotional well-being to help a person thrive, not just survive, not just treat a symptom, but to be well and stay well. So if someone comes with, say, fatigue or gut issues, we would look at hormone health, inflammation, nutrition, sleep, stress, and how that impacts the person that's sitting in front of you.
It sounds like functional medicine is my jam. I love what this sounds like, but what is it in terms of the patient, or who needs to see a functional medicine practitioner, and what are the type of patients that are being seen by you?
People who should see a functional medicine doctor, anyone suffering with gut issues, anxiety, depression, autoimmune conditions, fertility, sleep disturbances, but not only that, even people who are just really healthy and want to age well and thrive.
It sounds like all of us kind of need this, to be honest with you. Laura, I believe that you're someone that often refers many of the patients and clients that are coming to you for advice in terms of thriving. You're often recommending functional medicine. What's the reason behind that passion?
There's been this convergence between curative medicine and preventative medicine, where they should actually go hand in hand. And, you know, part of curing is also understanding the root cause, and that is something that functional medicine practitioners are particularly good at. They look at the holistic picture. And, you know, we're also not advocates of taking every supplement there is. We believe that you must take something because you actually need it, rather than put your liver and your kidneys under stress. So starting with the functional medicine practitioner helps you uncover where your shortfalls or deficiencies are, helps you potentially cure an ailment you're suffering from, but also prevent anything from occurring, and as Angelique said, adding life to your years, or years to your life.
and honestly, excuse my naivety, but I feel like I've been living under a rock. Like, where's this been all my life? I would have definitely jumped on this, but now that we know, I think this is an opportunity for Mzansi to really get educated and take this opportunity. So with regards to some of, let's say, the common issues that patients bring to you, Doc, what would those be exactly? Do anything sort of stand out for you?
Yes. I'd like to start with gut health, because gut health really is the root cause, or the root of your health. If your gut is not well, you will not be well. There's a condition called leaky gut that can be triggered by many things, from an unhealthy lifestyle, infections, inflammation, toxin overload. And what it does is it causes the lining in the gut to be disrupted, and the spaces between each cell to open up, and for pathogens or food particles to pass right through into the bloodstream, triggering the immune system, which causes a cascade of inflammation, and it can actually trigger autoimmune conditions. So it can lead to joint pain, skin issues, depression, decrease your fertility. It can really impact every organ system. So gut health is vital to health. Functional medicine will address this by various factors: lifestyle, nutrition, stress management, sleep, but also some supplements to heal the gut with a leaky gut. Things like glutamine, which helps the mucosa. Zinc helps to repair that barrier. Probiotics are vital to feed the healthy bacteria and restore a healthy gut microbiome. Stress and adrenal fatigue is also quite common, and also addressed via lifestyle and looking at the person holistically, mind, body, and soul, restoring balance. But I do love two adaptogens for this, which is rhodiola and ashwagandha. They are beautiful at calming the stress response and providing energy without stimulants. Then the third most common ailment that people are suffering with is sleep disturbances.
Ooh, aren't we all?
Yeah, exactly. There again, lifestyle comes into play, sleep hygiene, your routine, alcohol consumption can come into that. But for sleep onset support, I really do like certain supplements like valerian root. L-theanine helps calm the chatter in the mind. Activated B6 helps with your serotonin and melatonin pathways. Magnesium also helps to release muscle tension, which helps you to fall asleep a little easier.
Better gut, better sleep, better me.
We're just trying to help people understand the products.
Oh, I love it. Literally, I'm understanding so much more than I even thought was possible. And I think Mzansi listening right now is absolutely appreciative of these words of wisdom that have come through now. So thank you for educating. Thank you for doing your part in this incredible world of functional medicine. And I hope that it really becomes the way forward for all of us. And I think with the options that we have at Phytoceutics, we're in good hands, Mzansi. And I think with that being said, health isn't just about treating problems as they arise. It's about understanding your body and giving it what it needs to thrive. And as we just heard, that is obviously so important. So whether it's better sleep, stress management, or gut health, which are some to name a few, functional medicine offers a deeper way to heal and optimize well-being. So all you got to do is visit phytoceutics.com and you can find the ideal supplements for your health needs.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
Now, big question, will you be playing your daily lotto for that estimated 450,000 Rand this Thursday? I think so. So please don't get left behind. As soon as they open, get in-store, go online, nationallottery.co.za, use their mobile app, use your own cell phone banking app, or dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD. Just do it, and you can head over to the socials, our socials, to check it out and panda push the play for that estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot today. Good luck.
Dreaming of the ultimate kitchen glow up? You could win a fully fitted Easy Life kitchen worth 450,000 Rand, complete with premium Caesar stone countertops and 50,000 Rand installation covered by Absa. Head to your nearest Easy Life kitchen showroom, scan the QR code, strike a selfie in your favorite kitchen setup, and fill out the in-store entry form. Kitchen dreams made easy. Entries close 30th of June. T's and C's on easylifekitchens.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And of course, we're going to dive into something delicious. Obviously, this weekend, we are diving into Father's Day, and we got to celebrate their love, and especially their love of a good or bad joke. And I think that's their way of showing up, even when words are few. So this Father's Day, we're going to be celebrating the men who've taught us the value of a well-timed pun, the importance of hard work, and how a laugh at life's little hiccups can just make every mood that much better. Because I think Father's Day is so much more than just a title, right? A combination of wisdom, humor, and heart that makes a dad truly unforgettable.
I like the way we took intelligence and made it wisdom, which is often how people speak of me.
Bars dropped.
You could see my little brain there going like, think of a dad joke, think of a dad joke. This is not even a dad joke, it's a brilliant joke. It's brilliant. So the guy got fired from the calendar factory. Do you know why?
No.
He took a few days off. Oh, that is good, eh?
Oh, yeah. Bro, you nailed it. I can't beat that. I'm not going to even try.
I didn't warn you,
It's
man.
the moment when the penny always drops. That's what we absolutely love. So listen, we've got some dad jokes going, and I think this is what it's about. Talking about his wisdom, talking about those moments. And I think if you can think of a time for your dad or father figure that surprised you with his wisdom or advice, because I think that's what often happens in these moments. You have those moments where you don't expect the bar of gold, but it just comes.
And once you've had time to process it, just like a dad joke, and the penny actually drops. So we want you to complete the sentence. My dad is so much more than just a dad. He's my... Don't. If I had to put that to you?
Ooh, he's my consistency.
I like
He's
that.
my inspiration for consistency. I'm going to have to add a little bit of words in there, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah. My inspiration for being consistent.
We'll hyphenate them. It's
He's
okay.
the show-up, yeah.
He's the show-upper. Well, this morning on social media, we asked you guys to share a time that your dad stepped into his superhero shoes and came to the rescue.
Yeah, so let's read out what some of you had to say. And starting off with our first comment, it is... Who's going to be?
A gander here.
So I think we've got Sylvie on the line here.
There
Sylvie.
we got. So Sylvie says this. Handbag hero to the rescue. My late dad's a real-life superhero. I love how he stepped in to save the day. When I was 5 years old, my cousin and I went shopping with the family, and I started crying for her handbag. So I put my hand on one side of the sling bag. She put her hand on the other side, walking on the street. So my dad went and bought me a handbag. I love you, Dad.
Nice,
she got the bag.
Man, you got the bag. I could have said a bit. Look, we've got more comments to go through. Obviously, not just Sylvie, but we've also got Nama. And Nama says, good morning, Expresso team. I hope your Thursday is as awesome as you are. My dad always said hard work pays off. And it's great to see you are all living by those words. Keep shining. Nama, we are shining bright thanks to you. Love that comment.
Pops. You got a good pops. Can we squeeze in one more, because these are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Jasmine weighing in, and we love Jasmine's around these parts. Morning team, thank you for a wonderful show that gets me ready to do the school run during the week. I hope we don't make you late for school. I'm listening to your guest, and it just reminds me that my dad is awesome. I think she's talking about Jonathan.
Yes.
He was my blood donor. Yeah, definitely. During primary school, once every 3 months, I had an undiagnosed condition which improved every time I had a blood transfusion. I'm alive today because of my dad, and God willing, I'll be a half a century next year, so still very young.
Wow.
Just getting in the game.
Yeah, just getting started. The crescendo hasn't even happened yet, but listen, we got a crescendo and one more comment to share with you because we're absolutely loving this, and this one is from Ngobeni. Now, Ngobeni Mapula says, good morning, Expresso team. My dad came to his superhero shoes when he went to my school when I refused going to school because I was being bullied. He went there and told every learner that he is a police officer, and if they tried again, he will arrest all of them. Oh, what an absolute legend. I love that one, and a big shout out to your dad for really just showing up. I think we've definitely earned ourselves a good cuppa, so let's get it creamy and get it good. And for you, Mzansi, I think it's about this weekend, a reminder to celebrate all the good that we've gotten from our father figures and our dads. An opportunity for us to cherish the moments, to create some more memories, and just celebrate the strength, the resilience, and all the greatness that comes from it. We're talking about moments that provide laughter, and I think all the help that we've gotten from our father figures. So Mzansi, a chance to celebrate. And speaking of celebrating Father's Day with us, here's a chance for you to win one of 3 1,000 Rand cash prizes. And to enter, you simply want to reply to the competition post on Expresso's social media pages. And we want to hear your best dad joke. Now, don't forget to add the hashtag so much more. Maybe your joke's better than Graham's. We'll see. But the competition closes at 18th of June. Your T's and C's to apply, and you can find it at expressoshow.com. Good luck. I don't know what you're waiting for other than go celebrate those good moments. Oh, that was delicious.
I'm glad you didn't cut to me before he had given his of validation, okay? It's all in the now, I had to just leave because I saw one of my favorite human beings in the whole wide world was Jenny Morris over here. Love you, Jen. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How far we've come, eh? When I first met you, I wasn't even a dad. And now I'm here talking about Father's Day and crazy things. That's how we go back. But why I love Jen is because some of us dads love to cook, and I get to plug into this encyclopedic knowledge of culinary arts, and I love it. Now, we are going to create something that you yourself can create for Father's Day or any day of the week. I think great for meal prep. It's hearty, it's flavorful, packed with love. That's the most important ingredient. These are delectable mini Biltong breakfast cups. I'm going to call them little quiches if you want to be fancy, combining the rich, savory taste of South African biltong with a flaky crust from Today. We're talking about Today pastry, ready-rolled puff pastry that does the work for you. And I think these biltong cups are going to be a crowd favorite. Okay, so I'm guessing by the holes that are there and not there that I'm...
Go dock, dock, dock.
Dot, dot, dot.
While you docking, I'm going to put some of this in.
Why do we dot, dot, dot?
So that you have a lovely crispy bottom, darling, not a soggy bottom. We don't like
hate soggy bottoms around these parts.
Absolutely, and dads love biltong, don't they?
I was wondering where that sentence was going. A
beautiful combination, right? You follow me.
We do. I was joking about it earlier, looking at all the Father's Day presents. Like if you want entry level, if you want something really special, just go biltong. Because if you want to, you can go over the top. If not, and then when you present his gift, you can create these little biltong cups as the kind of mode, you know?
Absolutely.
Am I just putting this in there?
Yeah, some cheese.
I'm using my...
Yeah, we've got lovely caramelized onions. We're going to go cheese, and when you do that, I'm going to spin this, because you know what? We're going to do a comrades.
Wow. I like this. This is the kind of production line I am here for.
love. What's really nice as well is you can actually make this at this point and freeze it.
Oh,
if you really want to surprise Dad on the morning.
I'm just thinking for meal prep, for snacks, because these are healthy.
Absolutely.
They're absolutely delicious. And of course, thanks to the Today pastry, it's taken care of what would probably scare me off doing something like this, the puff pastry.
It is so easy. Pastry.
Can I put biltong?
Yes, of course. Pastry on a roll.
Yeah. I know, coming from the bread queen, I know this must be quite a thing for you to hand over control.
No, I actually use Today's pastry. I use the puff pastry in many, many dishes.
Because it's, I mean, if not, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, save the time to work on flavour development, to work on your filling, all of those things, just like we are doing here.
It's in the freezer. It's ready, you know, it's ready for action. So what I've got here, Graham, is just 3 eggs, and I've got some lovely milk. You can also half milk, half cream if you want to enrich it. You could add chopped parsley to it. It depends on what
you know your vibe.
like.
Yeah,
you know?
a bit of. I would put a little bit of heat in here for sure. Some smoked chili flakes.
I would say, especially if Dad's giving you a hard time. Get in, baby.
Now listen, that's my father-in-law. That's his job. I swear he has an allotment so that he can grow chilies, so that he can make me a curry when I go to the UK, just to test me. Okay, this looks absolutely amazing.
We're done.
Here in the oven.
We're done.
Boom.
Yeah, you see how easy that is. Wow. And I'm going to give you one because I have made some already.
Oh, those look beautiful. Okay, before I indulge, I might have 1 or 5. It's okay. If you want this recipe and emulate this for yourself on Father's Day, or as I said, any other day, if you're a huge fan of Today's puff pastry as well, then please take note. You can head over to expressoshow.com to get the recipe and then start getting creative. Because we have got a Today pastry hamper up for grabs, but you've got to prove your creativity. Head over to our socials, comment on the Today puff pastry post by telling us what your favorite meal is to make using your Today ready-rolled puff pastry. And of course, T's and C's apply. We will get a lot of good entrants for this one, I have no doubt. So make yours spectacular. In fact, make yours fit for Father's Day.
There we go,
Oh,
Daddy.
that looks amazing.
Daddy.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to have a taste. Whoa.
Want to unlock the secrets of beauty innovation? Here's your chance to win exclusive tickets to Beauty University 2025. Simply purchase any of the featured L'Oreal products and WhatsApp a photo of your receipt to 081 010 0429. And you could be in attendance at the unforgettable Beauty University, happening on Saturday 28 June in Johannesburg. Competition closes Monday 16 June. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what an incredible show we've had so far. And let me tell you, there's still something incredible that you can take advantage of now. If you've spoken and, part of our conversation earlier, you could see all the tech that came our way. And if you do love your tech smart, then something is stylish. It's something that's packed with features. It's something that we are all definitely excited about. And this next prize ticks all these boxes. Now, this is a reminder that we are giving one lucky viewer a chance at winning a Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro valued at 4,999 Rand. Now, you saw in our conversation earlier how many ways you can use it, how long the battery life lasts. This is something you've got to get on your wrists. And to enter, it's really easy. Simply head over to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram, or X pages and answer this easy question. We want you to tell us why you think the titanium alloy design of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro is such a game changer. Now, do not forget to include the hashtag Huawei Watch Fit 4 series in your answer and the hashtag tough as titanium. Now, this competition closes at midday on Friday, the 13th of June. That's just around the corner. And a reminder that your T's and C's do apply. You can find it at expressoshow.com. But listen, you need every reason to get this watch on your wrist, from activities, from adventure, maybe even gifting for Father's Day this weekend. Well, with a price point like that, you've got every reason to get involved in it.
Right. Absolutely beautiful.
How good does that look, G?
Well, the price point, I think, is the most attractive element here. But what I would challenge you to do is go deep dive into the specs and weigh it up against some of the premium players in the smartwatch space and just see how it stacks up. It's incredible, Bruce.
You say deep dive, it literally has a diving depth, something like 30 meters or more.
40, I think. And so
Whoa.
how deep have you gone?
I haven't even gone that deep, bro. I'm qualified to go 40, so that's literally the limit of an open water paddy diver right there.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Well, maybe
Destiny.
I will be buying you one tomorrow, my friend. If you, like me, are going to play daily lotto. Why? Because there is an estimated 450,000 Rand sitting in that jackpot today. I'm going to call it a Klein Vrydag, but it's a Thursday. So don't get left behind. Please play now. Get your tickets in store. Go online, nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking setup. You can dial *120 *7529# for the old school USSD. Just do it, and we'll keep the deets on the Expresso social, so you've got no excuses. Panda push the play. 450,000 Rand is waiting for you.
All of us.
Come on.
Get involved in Zanzi. Wishing nothing but the best of luck, but you don't need luck to enjoy this next round of the good stuff. Cowboii performs and sends us into Klein Vrydag. Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah.
The time has come, my friends, to close out the show with a bang, baby. So therefore, let's have the song Umdanso. It is, of course, by none other than Cowboii, Lean That Crazy, and many more. Let's give it up.
Setata east, Matina, but you want 2, 3, oh, but you danzo, nyanam danzo, danzo, nyanam danzo, but you danzo, nyanam danzo, but you danzo, nyanam danzo, it's danzo, nyanam danzo, danzo, nyanam danzo, let's go, danzo, nyanam danzo, but you want 2, 3, but you danzo, nyanam danzo. Danzo, nyanam danzo, it's danzo, nyanam danzo, and it's danzo, nyanam danzo, it's danzo, nyanam danzo, and it's danzo, nyanam danzo. Let's go, if you want, about the social, it's Cowboii, capichas, Ozala so keeping that, Father Figo Funa, Fatingani Funima, Cowboii, capichas, Ozala so keeping that, Father Figo Funa, Fatingani Funima, Las, so Lananis Las, some tat, some Pulamata, Las, so Lananis Las, this is some tat, some Pulamata, it's no more it's Amazana Funima, Skimmy, and it's no more schema. It's got a when I go for the name, Skimmy, and it's no more it's Amazana Funima, Skimmy, and it's no more schema. I got a water when I go for the name, it's a go for the name, and it's a go for the name, and it's a go for the name. ufanena ufanena bebathake ufanena ufanena bebathake ufanena akuthi ngabe moto yakhe ngabanja ngana ngabo George njani njani ufuna ubumba imali wena ngeke ufanena ufanena bathela nabangani bakusomela aba wena ufuna ukumtshela bathi wena sukumacha isabamba ukalingane bane makhone ngithi ngabe moto yakhe ngabanja ngana ngabo George njani njani ufuna ubumba imali wena ngeke ufanena bathela nabangani bakusomela aba wena ufuna ukumtshela wena sukumacha isabamba ukalingane bane makhone Sadanta, but the chubby Sadanta, Sadanta, but the chubby Sadanta, Sadanta, but the chubby Sadanta, 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 but the chubby Sadanta, Sadanta, but the chubby Sadanta, and the batini, but the cadu, okay, but the calabatini, batina, buzella, batini, but full of the cold, the Mongatino, Cowboii, emotion, it's a big, so how about my board, that's a dance. 1, 2, 3, it's tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. I'm tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. Tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. Sabagacha, it is sabagacha. Everyone, that's how it is. Tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. I'm tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. Never the tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto nyanam, tanto. Let's teach you this one, let's teach you the challenge. Come on. I saw it. 1, 2. Dabonesi da pishas, ozala so keeping that. Father fitu funaba, batingani funima. Dabonesi da pishas, ozala so keeping.
Another feel-good production.